And I've always said this to all of us listening. Whenever you wake up in the morning, say to yourself and say to Allah, your creator, say thank you. There are lots of things that are going on during the night hours you don't know. And so waking up in the morning, safe and sound, say thank you, Allah, for yet another opportunity. It is not our right to live. It is an opportunity and privilege extended to us by Allah. So when you wake up in the morning, safe and sound, say thank you, God Almighty. Say thank you, Jesus. What your belief is, say thank you to whatsoever it is you believe for making you to see yet another day. Because too many things are happening in our community, in our towns and villages, even those of the people we see to be our best friends are always there to bring us down. In this life, the least person you think will be against you, you think would not be against you, are the ones that are against you. And so always understand, the only person you can run to for survival, for protection, for safety is Allah. Good morning, and welcome to the show. Good morning, Liberia, on Voice of Liberia, 104.1 in Monrovia, 89.7 in Mongibi, 90.7 in Bonn, 96.7 in Lofa, 95.7 in Grambassa. Good morning to all of the people in Totota. Good morning to all of you in all of the towns and villages in all of the counties you're joining us this morning. Whatsoever you are across the country. Those of you joining us out of Liberia, out of the bellywood of this country. Whatsoever it may be, at about this time you've joined us, we want to say good afternoon, good evening, and hello and welcome to the show. You know, this is where we converge to talk about the issues that matter to our country, Liberia. Like I've always said, we can never be deported from this country. This is the country we love, and so we're going to do everything in the interest of our country. Liberia has become an embarrassment to everything we do on earth. Liberia has become an embarrassment. While the leaders are wicked beyond human imagination, they are no longer in the interest of the people that elected them. Instead of protecting the rights of the people, they are chasing, killing, harming the very people that they are to be protecting. The country has become so hopeless under the unprepared president of our country. Eating has become an achievement. Poverty is knocking the doors of every Liberian. People barely eat and they go to bed, while few of them are living at the expense of the people, while the large majority are living in poverty. They are wallowing in wealth at the detriment of the ordinary people of our country. Inshallah, there will come a day that this country will be redeemed, that those wicked politicians will die because they are not in the interest of our country. They need to die. Those wicked politicians are the ones that kept us where we are today. They gave all the sweet talks and they do what they want to do for themselves. Look at the president of Burkina Faso. Every blessing day I read about him and see some of the things he's doing in that tiny country. Liberia that has all it takes. We are yet to even have a better education system. At least to talk about the health whatsoever. But inshallah, those of the people that are making our country to be where it is today, we give them to Allah. There will come a time they will pay for all they're doing to our country. I'm hurt when I see my country and I see the citizens of my country are going through what they go through on a daily basis. When people are complaining, the least of all in life, eating has become an achievement. When a mother or father eats a day or provide a meal for his or her children, they think that they've achieved. Is this the Liberia we've been praying for? How did we arrive at this point? See all these things happening. But I have to believe that Allah has the solution. At the right time, Allah will provide the solution for our country by removing those wicked people from the governance space of our country. Inshallah. And certainly we're going to be here this morning up to 10 o'clock. Inshallah, with the blessing of my parents, protection of Allah, acceptance, you will sit behind all of the boy microphones up to 10 o'clock this morning. I'm my sister Samira. We are on the mission and we will accomplish this mission. I can tell you we are on the mission. Have a better Liberia for everyone, not for few. There will come a day we will achieve such a mission. That Liberia will be a country for all, not for few. That everyone will be able to go to JFK and get the referral treatment. That everyone will go to the Supreme Court, no matter who they are, no matter their affiliation, no matter where they've come from, but they will get justice. There will come a time in this country. And the mission we are on, we are running for a mission where students will be given the right to express themselves. They will not be tear gassed. They will not be brutalized by the police, the Unity Party police. We are on the mission. There will come a time where the citizens will speak freely without any intimidation. It will come a time where the justices that sit on the Supreme Court bench will not be having conversation with people that have cases within the court and advising them what to do. We are on a mission. And trust me, inshallah, with the blessing of my parents, protection of Allah, we will accomplish that mission one of these days, that we all will add our voices and tell Allah thank you for all He has done and continue to do. My name is Sekou. Any day, I'm Sekou Sharif. This is the voice that stands for the people, and we will continue to stand for them. Samara, let me say good morning to you, my dear sister. And it feels good to see you this morning.
Let me say good morning to you, Sekou, and let me say good morning to Liberians who's following this broadcast. It's great to be here this morning, and let me say welcome to all of you. Welcome to another fascinating edition of Good Morning Liberia with Sekou and Samira. Welcome, all of you. Good morning to you, Sekou, and how are you faring this morning?
Yeah, we give thanks and praises to Allah that we've, like I've always said, Samira, waking up in the morning, it is not something that you've, signed on to you and Allah that this thing should happen. But when you wake up, just say thank you, because there are a lot of things happening, most especially when you go to bed, too many things happening behind the scene. During the net hours, there will be a lot of things going on. Some of the things are good, some of the things are bad. But when you wake up in the morning, safe and sound, tell God thank you.
Exactly, certainly. Tell God thanks, because you are privileged. You have the grace to wake up. Too many persons, they go to bed and they cannot live to see the next day. But here we are. Some of these things you'll not notice them till you visit the various hospitals and clinics. Then you will know how important life is.
Or you go to some of the funeral homes and see how people are lying there, lifeless bodies.
Yes, then you start to appreciate life. But that is it this morning. We're here again. Today is the Wednesday edition of Good Morning Liberia, and it marks the 26th of March, 2025. Today will be the hearing, right? Okay, so today is the day, Liberians. What is it that you're expecting? We had conversation around that before, and today is the day. But before we go on to acknowledge or tell you as to some of the things that will be discussed this morning, this is to let you know that on the broadcast this morning, we are giving out 20,000 Liberian dollars this morning, 20,000 and 100,000. So the 20,000, we will give it to more than 5 persons. So that is why you should play. And then a person will walk away with the 100,000 once we reach our benchmark. Right? That is how it works. So those of you who's out there listening, know that today we are giving out 20,000 like the other Wednesdays. So if you're listening, the code is *799 *90#. *799 *90#. It is the code for this morning, and it's 20,000 that is on the list to go out to more than 5 persons, and a person walk home with 100,000. So yeah, I said when it comes to the 20,000, people play 2,000, people play with 2,000, people play with 4,000, 5,000, because if you win the 50,000, you happen to play with 5,000, you have 15,000 left. If you happen to win the 50,000, you have a lot, the 100,000, there's a lot that will be left out for you. So it's the reason why we encourage you to play more than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times on the jackpot, because it's something that people can be playing, and you yourself, you don't need to stay out. You want to know how many dollars you're playing with? You're playing with 200 Liberian dollars. If you have USD account, you play with $1.50 in order to win yourself 20,000 Liberian dollars this morning. *799 *90#. *799 *90#. It is the code, and you're playing with 200 or $1.50 to win yourself 20,000 Liberian dollars. Let's start playing now so that by 7:45 we take a draw for the first winner of 20,000. So if you're listening, you don't have credit on your phone, go and put credit there. Tell all of your friends to play. And make sure you play up to $1,000 or $1,005 so that you'll be able to win the 20,000 this morning. Early morning and winning 20,000. Liberia just got better. Okay.
Yeah. Liberia just got better.
Yeah. You know, the thing is, there's too many things happening in the country. So at times, if you listen, you feel so downhearted and you feel so frustrated. But mind you, if you put a little money on your phone and then you play the 20,000, you play with some kind of 1,005 or 1,000, 2,000. At the end of the day, you win your 20,000. You just got better. Tell me, you're going to feel better from within because the fact that you have money in your pocket, eating now, it is an achievement in our country. So this is Lawson Augustine Sakasha's Wisdom Senior. This person says, good morning. I'm following you guys closely from my comfort zone in Pinsville. Zembu Utope is watching from Dubai. And he says, Liberia is in total mess. Israel Jakba says, right here, Konya Health Center. Emmanuel Mayon says he's following from Bon County. Samson, this is Wolo. He writes, good morning, viewer. I'm watching from Dole Community. And Sukome is following from the Economic Freedom Fighters of Liberia. Brabi Mba says, good morning. Sekufi Sharif Jr., Samira Semwanla, and cherished listeners of Voice of Liberia. Following live from Bushra Island, Monrovia, Liberia. Stanley Sharif writes, under this unprepared president, babies' mothers are abandoning their children because of poverty. Andrew K. Blackie says, good morning, Voice of Liberia. My name is Andrew, and I'm Andrew K. Blackie, following from Banga City, Bon County this morning. I'm indeed grateful this morning to hear from my CEO, Sekuvi Sharif Jr., and my best female journalist, Samira One. Many thanks to you guys for always providing the best information for the public. Sunday Flomo says, good morning, viewer LCO Sekou Sharif, female general Miss One. Sunday S. Flomo following from Bon County, Phoebe, S-Trap community. Today, the world is watching our judges from the Supreme Court on the ruling today concerning the Bill of Information interpretation that was filed by Impato Speaker, Councillor Jeff Onati Kofa. Supreme Court, please stand for what you took an oath for, not to abuse the Constitution. Sunday Flomo writes. John Collins says, good morning, Voice of Liberia. I'm following you guys from Banga. Thanks for the perfect and hard work. Pei Kuta writes, good morning, viewer L family. I'm following from Banga City, Bon County. And Mohammed S. Kamara says, good morning to you guys, following from the United Arab Emirates, Dubai. So Bwaka told his gangsters police to beat the children yesterday. So is this how Brother Bwaka has turned Liberia into? And Sekou, there's too many other comments coming in.
Yeah.
We want to say thanks to all of you who's commenting. Let us all please share the live video. Do not be mean with information. Let others to have access to information. Share it in your various groups, your pages, and all of that, so that others can hear as to what is going on within Liberia and also out of Liberia this morning.
Sure, you need to share it so that others will follow. Let's do it together. Those of you listening to us on the radio, on our different frequencies across the country, we want to say thank you very much for joining us this morning. We appreciate. And those of you listening to us on our online radio on www.voiceofliberiaradio.com, whatsoever, or any parts of the world, we want to say thank you. We're also live on YouTube. You can go there and just type Voice of Liberia. We're live, bimbing there. And Radio Garden too as well. We're live there. Samira, at 9 o'clock, we should be having...
we will pay host to... his name is... that is... Andrew Nushkeo. He graduated from the MCSS, but then he's one of the heads one of the persons, the senior person, he's in command with this issue that has to do with the salaries increment of instructors from MCSS. So he's the senior operator, who's carrying on this advocacy and saying that the instructors' salaries, should be increased by the government or the Ministry of Education. So we'll have Andrew here this morning, and he will be here with 2 students.
Okay.
1 male.
2 of the active students.
Yes. 1 male, 1 female.
Okay.
Because yesterday,
because of that, we will not go into the students' conversation, the issue that happened yesterday. So let's allow him come at 9 o'clock, then we'll talk about it.
Yes.
At 9 o'clock this morning, we'll talk about it. But before that time, fellow Liberians, we will tell you, like we said yesterday, fellow Liberians, and I want you to accept this and bear with us, and let us do this together about this issue that has to do with this boy by the name of Momo David. Okay,
so Sekou, just before we go into it, I see people asking about the cash giveaway. Let me just tell them the code: *799 *290 # *799 *90 #. It is the code for the cash giveaway, and we're giving out 20,000 Liberian dollars this morning. 7:45, one person win 20,000. So if you are there listening, play all you have, because if you play the highest amount, you will win today. So *799 *90 #, play with 200 or $1.50 to win yourself 20,000 at 7:45 this morning. Okay, we can go ahead now.
Okay, so when we say things as journalists, most especially running one of the BK shows, it is always good to live by what we say. And the perfection we do, it calls for truth telling. Yesterday, a day before yesterday, we had the mother of Momo David that was allegedly beaten by Marcus Siu, a Chinese national. Now I can confirm to you, I can give you his real name. His real name in his passport is Mr. Xing Yan Song. So it is spelled, because it's a Chinese name, the Xing is spelled as X-I-E.
Yeah.
X-I-E is his first name. Y-A-N-G Yang is his middle name. S-O-N-G Song is his last name. That's his full name, his Chinese name. It is what that is in his passport. But when you come to Liberia, he spent a long time, it can change. So he has his name called Marcus. The voice yesterday, bring that voice with him. Plus the one today. So that is his name. But for the name that people know in the community and the name that is mentioned in all of the documents, it is Marcus Siu. Marcus Siu. So Momo David parents and the community leaders, they appeared here the other day. And we said to you that we were going to investigate. Yesterday, we were able to play one of the leaked audios in which the guy that recorded, that were asking Momo David, because in that audio they said it was, what's his name, Marcus Siu, the Chinese national, that held the phone. But in that audio, the guy that asked the questions, you listen to him, and another person had a conversation, had to disclose a lot of things involving the name of one of the associate justices, Yamin Bisi. And we want to give you update. Fellow Liberians, this case should claim your attention because it's getting very interesting. We were informed late evening yesterday that the boy has been in the compound of the Chinese man. He's been held in captivity. Yesterday, he's been held in the compound. So yesterday, based on what we said on the radio, they feared the Chinese man allow him to leave.
Okay.
When he left the compound, he ran in the community without slippers on his feet. When he ran in the community, he started to tell the people in the community that, oh, his father called him. He went to his father. His father placed him in a vehicle. In that vehicle, there was a policeman with an arm, another body man, and then his father, along Marcus Shio, took him to a particular place and forced him to have that recording done. It was interesting to know when the community people called me, and I told them that you're taken to the police station. I don't know what they did, what they didn't do. The little boy escaped again out of fear. In fact, when he arrived there, he said the people were chasing him. He escaped. So he stayed on the run. Let us pray for him. I know what he's going through. I know what Marco Shio is doing. When you try to destroy evidence of Chinese national, but that's a good story we've got for you today. We're going to play one of the voices, and today's voice that we're going to play, it is Marco Shio himself. And on tomorrow, we'll play you a voice where you will listen to Marco Shio, you will listen to the Associate Justice, Yusufu, Yomi Bese. Yes, we said it. We are into this case. If it care for us not to discuss anything any day, for us to just discuss this thing, we will do it.
Yes.
This is about the rights of a Liberian, and this is about the life of a Liberian that a foreign national under this government has committed a crime and nothing seemed to happen. You will listen to the audio we're going to play today. He was having a conversation telling Yami Bese about how it is not a problem for that recording that he did.
Yeah.
He said, what a bad thing, because when the recording came out, fellow Liberians, on the show here, on my Facebook page, I questioned the recording. Here are the issues I raised. I said, why is it that the person that conducted the interview with the board did not call his or her name?
Yes.
What was the motive behind said interview? Where did they do the interview? Why didn't the person call their name and identify themselves so that we can know which one of the media institutions that did the interview with Momo David?
Yes.
So in the recording we're going to play now that Marcus here, the Chinese national, he was explaining on the phone now to one of the associate justices, Yami Bese. He was telling Yami Bese that, but what in bar in it, Marco and a small ball. When somebody say, oh, can't do something, when somebody say, oh, do something for me, and you do it, what a bad thing in it. And then the man say, what he say? What a wrong thing. Why should I be a journalist? Anybody can do it. And if I'm saying that, okay, if that recording will not be permissible in court, then we get an affidavit.
Yes.
The affidavit that the man signed.
Yes.
It is what I will use in court.
That was what he said.
Y'all listen to the fellow Liberians. Marcus Shio himself saying those words. Like today, we'll play you Marcus Shio voice. He was having a conversation with Yami Bese. Then tomorrow we'll play you the audio between Yami Bese and Marcus Shio. We are watching our justice system. The Supreme Court has come so low that a person has a case within the court, and that person is having a direct conversation with one of the associate justices on the bench of the Supreme Court.
Not just a conversation, but he's instructing the person as to what to do.
Yes. What will be an evidence?
Imagine.
What will be used in court?
Yes. Telling the person as to how to go about to get evidence. Which one is good, which one is not good, and all of that. this is Liberia for you. Something that you should be standing and fighting for the rights of your citizen.
Yes.
Because of little or nothing, some little chicken change, you sat there and say, I will mess this whole thing up.
So what we're gonna do, we're gonna play you every day. Each time we play new audio, we will play you the old ones. We'll not play so that it reflects your mind. Hey, if you listen to the new audio today, you listen to it tomorrow. When we are done with the audios, then we'll bring videos. Now I believe that the man communicates with the people, he records them.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Because
it is what he does.
Because
so some of you associate justices, some of you in the government that Marcus here is talking to, you're saying that the man is recording you people very well. Very well. So now we will expose your, God has time to do everything. This board needs justice. In fact, under the law, if you try to destroy evidence, and it is proven that you are destroying evidence of a particular case, it is against the law. The legal people will know, I'm not going to even pretend to be one. This is it. Marcus is trying to destroy evidence. So he's doing everything. Y'all listen to the board. By the grace of God, we'll get a ball. Y'all listen to the board, you.
Yes.
The boss said they took him, they put him in a vehicle, in Marcus' vehicle. One policeman with arm was in the vehicle with another body man, along with his father, Abraham David, along with Marcus. Marcus drove them to a particular point, and they put him on that point on that forcing point to do what he did. And I told you, you're listening to the audio from yesterday, then it will be followed by what Marcus. In fact, the man has been like, bro, he spent some time. So when the man talking, you can know, hey, let's play yesterday on the audio. So you will listen to yesterday audio that the man, when we play yesterday audio, so he started having conversation now with the associate justice, one of the associate justices, and talking, giving justification about that video. What wrong with it? It is not a bad thing when even the journalists do it. So it gives you a clear understanding that what they did. Let's play yesterday video, then we come back to the new video today.
Evidence. So cool. And as soon as you want to have me expose him, if you clear the money,
stop it. Just it. No, don't go. Stop. Okay, and you listen to Emmanuel Johnson. Emmanuel Johnson that is on the audio along with a clerk. Emmanuel Johnson worked with the Temple of Justice. Emmanuel Johnson is saying that as soon as he tried to help Marcus, he exposed you.
Yeah.
I hope you are listening.
Yes.
When you want to help Marcus the Chinese national, he expose you. So you know what he's doing? Recording the associate justices, recording other people. At the end of the day, he exposes them. So you listen to what they're saying, play it again so that the people will listen. Play it again.
Evidence. So cool. And as soon as you want to have me expose him, if you clear the money, the freedom for you, if you not manage. You know, to court and do it. You put a settlement in the room. So, but because you know, so people say, can you say, sorry, put it, the man is out, Mr. Minimum. He did the video. The person put money in my hand for him, I'm giving him. The money, put the money in my hand.
Yeah.
And you're listening to Affidavit Business in the first recording. Y'all listen to Marcus Shields talking about the affidavit again in the second reading himself. He said, even if the court don't want to accept the recording, the video recording,
Yes.
the affidavit is something that we accept because it's signed by the little boy.
Momo.
Momo.
Yeah, Momo.
We expose you.
Yes. Sit down. The problem is, elementary on dress, the law says we different swim, for the police. So, may I put there, they okay, agreement. You have a time frame and you pay, say no. There's a want to make you pay. So, you can come out, want to be money, my cousin, go to say, and the phone, you that the force me, better than for me money. My back and the yard, I will depend. If you think about myself, I'm not saying, look at money. I'm not boy. They may sit like what the hell I know for the hell years.
That was not necessary. Mama,
It was just not
it was not necessary.
It doesn't correct no go against you. Say correct. That's the day correct. James to pay. I didn't nothing. Nothing, no listen to. Even ever you don't do it, you for separate. That you do it. Say, learning that team and just the way of parents. They maintain this. Of course, a lot of many people say if that's a confidential. Now, put it on if the case. You know, sick about who this means you can feel surety.
Why, ma, you should not allow free metal to use the whole.
Before. Poor guy, Mama try poor and no video where 3, 4 factors now. You know, and go video I told me very sweet to immigration. Weapon maybe one.
Okay. Do you know the reason why we play this audio? For those of you, maybe today is your very first time, or maybe you didn't listen to yesterday's edition. It is good now that the audio we just played will connect you on the new audio we're about to play today. The audio we played yesterday, the voices in the audio, we are trying to recognize one of the other voices. We are yet to get it, who's the other person. But then it is Emmanuel Johnson, the guy that asked all of those questions in the video circulating that Momo David confessed, according to them. And Clark, who works with Marcus Shields, the Chinese national, they were the ones having conversations, saying all the worst things about Marcus Shields, and in fact, admitting that the audio, you can know that as something that they did and all of that, just so that he wanted to destroy evidence to make it to look as if to say he did not beat on this ball, he did not touch on the ball, he did not, do what they say he did. So after that thing, there are things that you hear in that audio, the first audio we play, they talked about the video, they talked about the affidavit. Listen to Marcus Shields, the Chinese national. Listen when he had a conversation with the Associate Justice, Yami Besi. And we said tomorrow we'll play you the thing, the voices, the both of them. When they had a conversation, we have 5 different recordings. And each of them, the one we played yesterday, today, more than yesterday. The one we'll play tomorrow will be more than today. That I will be doing it, we'll play the 5. Then from there, we'll come to the video. Let's see whether this country is a country of law. With all these kinds of revelations that a Chinese national that has committed a crime, they may brag that nothing will happen. He brags that the Supreme Court is in his pocket. He brags that the government is in his pocket. And all these things are coming out. The revelations. Broad day, the man is violating our laws. Let's see whether this country will be a country and sit and nothing will happen. Listen to Marcus.
David is a grown-up man. He voluntarily said something, and people asking a question, and they're recording. What is your issue? Why a recording have to be a journalist? Is that clear enough? If I want to volunteer to do something, and you ask him a question, then you post it. What is the problem? because I do this one, I don't have a journalist. Even you use for this one cannot be admissible to the voluntarily say something, and people. David is a grown-up man. He voluntarily says something, and people asking a question, and they record it. What is your issue? Why a recording have to be a journalist? Is that clear enough? If I want to volunteer to do something, and you ask him a question, then you post it. What is the problem? Because I do this one, I don't have a journalist. Even you use for this one cannot be admissible to the court. The one admissible is affidavit he signed. He signed an affidavit.
Hey, yeah. Hey, listen to the Chinese national. The man. Hey, God. What country is this? Marcosio or Chinese national who went and forcibly recorded this ball. Now is saying that what should be a problem that anybody that recorded the man, what should be a problem? Because Momo David is an other. So it means when anybody can ask him, why should we be asking it to be a journalist? Why should we? Y'all listen to this, man. We're going to play this thing 3 times in a row. Y'all listen good. This is the Chinese national that allegedly committed a crime that flocked on Momo David, that nearly killed Momo David allegedly. This is the man that is justified. And you see at the end of this conversation with the Associate Justice, Yusufu, Yami Bebe, he said, the only thing that will be used in court is the affidavit.
And if you listened to the previous recording you understand that Emmanuel Johnson, he said that when he plays court, when he the Chinese man plays court to Wese told him that once you get it affidavit, you can bring it to the court, and that one will be important.
And Emmanuel said, and I even said the things I will carry that one day.
Thank you.
Yeah, listen. The truth can never hide.
Never.
Never.
He's a grown-up man. He voluntarily said something, and people asking a question, and they record it. What is your issue? Why a recording have to be a journalist?
You hear? The man is asking why a recording should be a journalist. So it means that it tells you now that it was not a journalist that recorded the man. Who recorded the man? Emmanuel Johnson. Now you see?
Yes, because
this Chinese man is saying, why should the recording be a journalist? So he's defending it now because the recording was not done by a journalist. So who did the recording? Why you use a non-journalist to record the man?
Yes.
Where did he do the recording? Because before confession of such should be done, it should be done under the confines of the law. Did Momo David go to the police station? Was it done under the law? That he willingly, because when you want to do confession, the law says it should be done willingly. You should not be coerced. Did Momo David go to the police station and say, okay, you know what? Police people have come to confess. So where did he do it? When you now, Marcos, you're saying that it is not something, not supposed to be a journalist. Oh my God. Is this not enough to have the Marcos man arrested? What kind of country is this? How can a Chinese man violate our laws? He says he moves freely and no one say anything. This man is heard on a tape. This man is having conversation with the associate justices on the bench. Y'all listen. We'll continue to expose them.
He's a grown-up man. He voluntarily said something, and people asking a question, and they record it. What is your issue? Why?
And people asking a question, and they record it. What's the issue? So he's saying that there should be no issue because of what they did.
Because the man feels that he's the one running this country.
Yeah.
So if you can recall, we asked questions, right? You did a post, you asked questions. So now he's asking you or whoever that's saying that journalists are supposed to record that particular scene and saying, why should journalists record it? So we'll ask you why journalists should not record it.
Yes.
Why is it that you take this man, carry him in your fence?
Yeah, so
and you said evidence.
We also asking you, where did you do the interview?
Yeah.
Did he do it willingly? Did he go to the police station to say, okay, you know what? I want to do this?
And who did the interview?
Very good. Because when somebody is confessing, it is not a secret thing.
No.
They take upon themselves, they should stand by what they say. Like, okay, I say, okay, what I did was not right. I should not be hiding. No security person should not go at me. And confessions are not made to your house, Marcus. It is made to the police station or under the confines of the law.
Yes.
Anything other than that, the man was coerced. And let that ball, we will get the ball. Y'all listen to the thing, the ball. Hey, wait.
David is a grown-up man. He voluntarily said something, and people asking a question, and they're recording. What is the issue? Why a recording have to be a journalist?
You listen to the man. The man is asking why a recording should be a journalist. So if it is not a journalist, who did the recording, Marcus? Who did the recording? If it should not be a journalist, so anybody can record now, right? Fair enough. So who did the recording? Who asking those questions? Under which condition did he do the recording? What was the intent of said recording? Where did he do the recording? Who gave you the authority to have him recorded?
Is that plain enough? If I want to volunteer to do something and you ask him a question, then you post it. What is the problem? Because I do this one, I don't have a journalist. Even you use.
You listen to the man? Because because let me say what he said. Because I do this, I don't have a journalist. You listen to him good. Listen to him, yeah, good.
I don't have a journalist. Even you use one, then you post it. What is the problem? Because I do this one, I don't have a journalist.
Hey, yeah.
Post it. What is the problem? Because I do this one, I don't have a journalist. Then you post it. What is the problem? Because I do this one, I don't have a journalist.
Because I do this one, I don't have a journalist, and I post it. What is the problem? So he's admitting
That he did it?
that he did it.
The people who qualify,
God, y'all listen to
the English giving hard time, but then he put a boss out.
Then you post it. What is the problem? Because I do this one, I don't have a journalist. Even you use one, this one cannot be a journalist.
Hey, yeah. Because I do the one and I post it. Well, so Marcus, because you want to destroy evidence. Some of you that are in the government, you're busy. There is tomorrow to everything we do. This ball could be your son. For God's sake. This ball could be your son. Because of money business, yummy busy. You see the disgrace that coming to you small. You will come and play a verse tomorrow. Do you know that when you're talking with Michael Shea, he can recall you? We come and play a verse tomorrow.
So that the Liberian people can say that they want to impeach.
Yeah, we come and play a verse tomorrow. You're talking to the man, we come and play it tomorrow. They think can be sued when you get the evidence there, yeah? We will destroy the Marcus. You that man wicked. He's wicked.
Very wicked.
Y'all listen to the audio. Y'all listen to the man. Y'all listen to the man.
Visible to the court. The one visible is an affidavit signed. He signed an affidavit.
So you see, the man is telling, because he's telling now, you know, busy, the one that will be, accepted in the court. You listen to the first recording that Yomi Bese told this man that
yes, the affidavit to the court. Yes.
So he's telling the man now the one that will be, accepted in the court, it is the affidavit. Even if they don't want to accept the video.
Yeah, the one that will be valuable.
Because the boss signed. Under which condition that the boss signed? Where did he sign the affidavit? Because before you sign, it must have been done. Did he have of himself a lawyer? Who's the lawyer that gave him the go-ahead to sign? Because before somebody signed, he said, who prepared the affidavit? Who prepared it? Who carried the affidavit to have it notarized? These are some of the questions. If my country is a country that respects the law, by now Marcus will not be seeing the daylight. rational people will think, who gave this man? Because it means that affidavit was prepared by Momo David himself, saying, "Oh, I did not do it." It said Momo David, I did it. Who did it for Momo David? Where did they do it? Which one of the counselors that did it? Which one of the legal firm that represented Momo David that did it? Where did they do it? Oh no, which one of the law? At the police station? Which one of the police station? Who attested?
Momo was under duress for him to do something.
But the boss said yesterday evening when he came and he escaped again because the boss said he's living in fear that Marcus after him. The boss said, this is the exact word, that when his father took him, placing in a vehicle where Marcus was in the vehicle, the father was in the vehicle, or armed police officer was in the vehicle with another body man, and they took him to a particular place and they coerced him to do what he did.
Yeah. Anybody will agree to do something.
So if you want to
that's a life, Seku.
I see police will go body man. You think I will not do it? Then the evidence is here. Listen to the man again, fellow Liberians.
Momo David is a grown-up man. He voluntarily said something, and people asking a question and they recorded. What is your issue? Why a recording have to be a journalist? Is that clear enough? If I want to volunteer to do something and you ask him a question, then you post it. What is the problem? Because I do this one, I don't have a journalist. Even you use.
You get it, man? Because you do the one, you don't have a journalist. Let it in play again, man. Y'all listen, y'all enjoy yourself.
Momo David is a grown-up man. He voluntarily said something, and people asking a question and they recorded. What is your issue? Why a recording have to be a journalist? Is that clear enough? If I want to volunteer to do something and you ask him a question, then you post it. What is the problem? Because I do this one, I don't have a journalist. Even you use for this one cannot be admissible to the court. The one admissible is affidavit he signed. He signed an affidavit.
Y'all listen?
Momo David is a grown-up man. He voluntarily said something, and people asking a question and they recorded. What is your issue? Why a recording have to be a journalist? Is that clear enough? If I want to volunteer to do something and you ask him a question, then you post it. What is the problem? Because I do this one, I don't have a journalist. Even you use for this one cannot be admissible to the court. The one admissible is affidavit he signed. He signed an affidavit.
Okay. We're going to do it twofold. We're going to take some calls. Then later on again, we'll talk about it. We play it again for those of the people that will be joining us. We take some calls again for the Liberians. You're listening to what's happening to our country? Our country is in total mess. 0773-4195 0203 773-419-502 0555 184711 0555 184711 0773-419-502 0773-419-502 the two numbers to call us for those of you in the counties. 0773-419-502 0555 184711 0555 184711 are the two numbers for those of you in the counties to call us this morning. And those of you in Monrovia, here are your numbers.
0779-003835 0779-003835 for the Lone Star subscribers 0880-907-907 0880-907-907. While we take calls, know that we are to do a draw shortly. We are to do a draw. We were to do the draw 7:45, but while taking calls, we will do the draw. So continue dialing star 799 star 90 hatch. Star 799 star 90 hatch and play with $200 Liberian dollars or $1.50 as one person is to walk away with 20,000 Liberian dollars shortly. If you play more, we will do the draw for two persons, giving out 40,000.
Okay, let's go to the lines and take calls. Good morning.
Good morning. Good
morning. Let's hear you, my dear brother.
Thank you very much for your talk show this morning. My family for Buchanan Grand Pastor County, one of the Bond County fan, yes. Thank you for your platform this morning. For CEO Sherry, I want to ask question whether this man, the government want to get this man, or what the government trying to tell us. Because a man challenging, a man have treated your children badly, then he still continue to challenge the government by doing some recording and other things that the government cannot come up. So we want to hear from you people now for this morning to tell us what can we do now. Because if a foreign national continue to challenge the government, we say it will not mean nothing. Actually, that's the one we think about that man not in the town. So now you have to get the country to get in place.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. Let's take another person. Morning.
Yeah, good morning. The CEO, Diligent and Freeman, calling from the borough of Nicholstown.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, thank you for your analysis.
Your line is bad. Can you please change your location?
I'm Diligent, calling from the borough of Nicholstown. Yeah, thank you, CEO, for your analysis of the case. The issue is my word. They're saying the embassy to deport Michael, because Michael is a complete harm to our society. We have a lot of issues on the business of Michael.
Okay.
Michael is taking people land in Broadville, then they're telling them to go be shooting Liberia. We have a lot of evidence on that, and this one will be the first one, and we all Liberians need to rise up and with our brother. So thank you.
Okay, thank you. Do not forget that shortly we do the draw. Let's take 5 more calls, then we do the draw for the cash giveaway. We give out the 20,000 to the person, then we continue. So after 5 more calls, we give out 20,000 to one person, then we continue going. We have 20,000 to give out to more than 5, 6, 7 persons. Do not forget that part. So as we're about to do the draw, while we take the 5 calls, it is prudent enough that you start playing now, because your number might be the lucky number. And make sure you play more than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times, because we're giving out 20,000 and we're also giving out 100,000. So more than 5 persons will win 20,000, or a person walk away with 100,000 once we reach our benchmark for the 100,000. But shortly, right after 5 calls, we take 20,000 draws. Star 799 star 90 hatch. Star 799 star 90 hatch. And then you play with $200 Liberian dollars or $1.50 to win yourself 20,000. Good morning.
Good morning, CEO and Lara Samira, late ex-Alexander Joseph Jr. Lagos Northern District, Maryland County. I thank you for the conversation. We need not to dig deeper into this. The national police, the Liberian government, need to go and arrest Marcus Yu and put him behind bar, because the evidence is true. The evidence is clear. He admitted. There's no time to waste. They need to go and arrest him and take him to the police station and charge him. He has admitted.
Okay.
The recording.
Okay, my brother. Thank you so much. Let's talk to the next person. There are 5 calls. We go to the cash giveaway. Morning.
Yeah, good morning, Samara. Good morning to you.
You're live. Say.
Yes. I want to say thank you guys for the topic of this question. You know, this weekend in higher places. I mean, with the Johnson in Chimon, we have to play. I think the wicked person to that thing. And I get only information. I the information the government. But the only thing is got to they
Okay, thank you. Let's talk to the next person. Morning.
Yeah, good morning, Samara.
Good morning. Your name and where do you join us from?
I'm Alvin Johnson, member of the rescue. Commission calling from Tugo Station number 4.
Okay.
So the issue. You see, when the government start to take star with people and then endanger the citizen life, because if they Chinese national, so to bring a citizen only in the name of disciplining you because of one panel, then we see that the country going the wrong way. So the justice ministry should take charge of this and arrest the man. Because I've been following the issue when you call the people in studio, and some people that try to play around it. It was not nice.
Okay.
It will be your child. So the people they will not be allowing people to be playing with the citizen. That's what we vote for.
Okay.
We voted for the right thing to be done. So the government should take charge.
Okay.
Do not try in the country before the right thing happens. Thank you.
All right, my brother. Thank you so much. Let's talk to the next person there. Morning.
Good morning.
Morning. Your name and where do you join us from?
I'm sending SK Dominic from Grand Pastor.
Okay, let's hear you.
You see, if now in China, a Liberian can do that to a Chinese man in China. There's long time they are deported him. But look at the thing what the man is talking. Challenging the government. Because the government is here as they can say it. You see? Thank you.
Okay, thank you. We take the last person there. For now, we will take that person. Then we give the 20,000 out to the winner. Then we get back with more calls. That is how we will do it. So one more call for a person to win 20,000. Morning.
Good morning, Samira.
Good morning. Go ahead.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Good morning to the hardworking family of the great Lagro family for the brilliant work in Lagro.
Okay.
For the recognitions, for the technique, and
Boca Robert Collins.
Thank you for that magnificent recognition. And I join you this morning from unknown destination. Samira, we have to be very clear and crystal clear to the issue of what is affecting us and our beloved country. It's not about politics. See, yesterday, Samira, our comrades, our brothers, our sisters, our children have been manhandled in a kind of form and manner. And you got all the people sitting like a dastardly and trying to say that the student was wrong for agitating on what is entitled to them. The students, they are entitled to education. They're not begging for education. Some of them, the police officer, some of them lawmakers, they were students yesterday. Putting in their shoe now. Today they are sitting home and their teachers are going go slow.
No, that is not what we're talking about. Okay, so let's take the next.
I'm going to call you. I don't want to know that.
Okay, morning.
Good morning, Samira.
Morning. Go ahead.
Yes, Samira, my name is John D. Akpa, and I join you from the most abandoned district number 2, where Honorable James McLaughlin represents.
Okay,
the
let's hear
men
you.
who are forgetting about his people. Samira, I want to say thank you for the show this morning. I want to say thank you to the CEO for the great analysis that he has made on this platform. And he been pushing this argument of Momo Davis. And I think the CEO is doing our effort to see that Momo Davis has justice. But our justice system has been damaged by this government. So we can't trust our own justice system now. Can you imagine what the CEO is saying about a lawyer taking side in the whole case? I think the Liberia is going nowhere under this incompetent leadership of Joseph Numa Bokai, because our laws are being banned. Everything that some of us get cases, well, how can we go to court? We will not get the just benefit, we're not getting the needed thing that we want to get. So it is very saddening for our nation. This boy should have been someone who should get justice. All the people, community people, have testified against the Chinese national. But when I say that, letting this thing,
Okay.
it's very saddening. Thank you this morning, Samira.
Okay, thank you. So what we're going to do this morning is we will place a call to our first winner for 20,000. Then when we get back, we play the voice again, like we said, and we open the phone lines again.
Yeah, but let's take a few calls here first. Then we go to that. Let's take a few calls. Let's take a few calls on 0773. For those of you in the counties who just joining us, the numbers to call. The numbers are 0773 419-502 0773 419-502 0555 184711 0555 184711. For those of you in Monrovia, your numbers are
0779 003 835 0779 003 835 0779 003 835 and 0880 907 907.
Let's take a call. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Yes, good morning. Good morning, CEO.
Game?
Yes, CEO.
How you doing?
Not bad, CEO. Thank you so much. You know, CEO, you not just CEO. You know, in school, the boss said, excellent for the job you do. CEO, the next name, people can say you real law because you pass my you big ball when it comes to journalism. So the topic, you know, yesterday, one of my white men lives in a very community. CEO, you'll be surprised. You know, this child is going through trauma.
Sure.
They show me a photo. My white man lives in a very community. When the whole thing came out, I went to work. I will explain to him. Yesterday, he showed me the ball photo. So this morning, when I hear it from you that they put the ball up, it is true. Very, very true. That's my wife man showed me the ball photo. He said to me, come here. I said, yes, Moses. He said the child is going through trauma. He said the child was acting like he crazy. He went on the beach. He had a long stick.
Who knows what they injected this ball with something?
Yes, the ball. He said to me, Moses said, come here, the ball got a long stick. He said, when I was videotaping, he noticed the ball started running all around. That's what he just said. So I'm lying not saying, wow, CEO is really on top of things.
Okay.
The ball is going through trauma. I will have to be very
careful. Who knows what they've injected that ball with something?
Careful.
Yes, they must have done it to make him to not be to himself.
Yes.
Okay.
They running after me. My wife may say, the boy is sick. Oh, yeah, running. Oh, they're running behind me. They're running behind me. Now, no, the parents are running behind the community people just to, ask information from him. But he's taking it like, a wrong thing.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. Let's take. Good morning.
Yeah, Mr. Sherry, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning to you, Samira.
Morning.
Yeah, thank you. I've been having a conversation for the past 3 days, like I called, I think, on yesterday. People, thank you for the advocacy for that young brother. But like you started...
What's your name, sir, please?
Yeah, this is Hussein Chew.
Okay, Hussein, just be audible, I beg you, yeah? Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. So, thank you for the advocacy for that young brother. I appreciate it so much. Sekula, I want you to continue. Like you said, he's out of going through a trauma. Since you decided to help as an institution or an individual, let's take the political side of it.
No, nobody politicizing this thing. We're just calling on the people to do the right thing.
I'm not saying political, right? Looking at the humanitarian side of this situation, since he's going through trauma and you know him and knows the family, I would ask that you write the Ministry of Gender, because it's also a gender issue. Since it's not working for the Human Rights Commissions and through the Ministry of Justice, let us first look at his health, his mental health. You can write the Ministry of Gender so they can at least call him to and go for what we call counseling. Before then, you can try to take other steps. Because if we just continue to say on the radio, it will not help that young brother, like the situation he is with now. So, like you already started, if it causes some of us to get intervene with the situation, yeah, we can.
This is not about politics. This is not about blaming one person. This is about the life of a Liberian. That a foreigner has come and do this. What we are calling for, let the right thing be done.
Yeah, that I agree with it.
Okay, thank you, my brother. Thank you very much, Hussein. At least today we agree on one thing now. Morning.
CEO.
Morning. No, Hussein not say anything bad. Hussein not say anything bad. No, Hussein not say anything bad. Hussein is just trying to give his good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you so much. This is the civil ambassador Peter McCauley, and I joined for electoral district number 9, Montserrat County. And I want to say thank you so much to P52 of the megaphone of the Republic of Liberia, especially one of the best journalists that bring out information. Second, in this country, look, when we're not in a position, we can castigate our colleagues that are in a position in a time frame. But when we take the mantle of power, then the song we sang at them, they change. Meaning, they come in national, Marcos Soul.
Marcos you.
Okay. Who, beat on a Liberian citizen. I still wonder whether the worker government, minister or justice minister can feel. I really want to see if they say the other two men pinching what you can see. Because yesterday, the guys said, when anything happens, they will castigate the same citizen government, they are beating on the citizen, they are harming the citizen who is going to bear apple, but the citizen have been brutalized for today. They are came to King Kong, beating on our students, and we are waiting for the next update that you should be coming because we want to go on our side.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Like my colleague said, what this thing is, we just need the right thing to be done. Imagine the Chinese guy is admitting, confirming that they did the recording. So why it said he's trying to destroy evidence? If you know that you did not do anything, you did not beat on this ball, you did not allow your dogs to go after the ball, you did not put him in a place and wasted hot water on him, why are you trying to destroy evidence? Why are you trying to destroy evidence? Why are you trying to do it? And let me take this call, and then we will try to call some of the winners, and then we play the audio again and come back and continue the conversation here. Let me tell you, fellow Liberians, this is not about me. It is about we Liberians, that we need to allow certain things to stop. That foreigners will come in Liberia, infringe on our rights, and they go to the court, they win their cases, and at the end of the day, we sit here as if to say we are not human beings. Let's take this person. Good morning.
Yeah.
Morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Please go ahead.
Yeah, there's a voice of LGBTQ, and I do join from the city of Baisa.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Look, CEO, we will talk and we have been talking the one thing. The need of Liberia, they give it to us as a Liberian. But if you look at it logically, I think it's for the foreigner and the aliens. Because in the war you have an alien who brutalized and citizens in their own country. They are also still having the strength and the power, and they say they are not drugs to talk as a foreign national. And yet our citizens, our government, yet not to do anything about it. So the need of Liberia, they give it to us as a Liberian. I think the mistake part there are being for the aliens and not the foreigner. So nothing will come from all of that. We will talk we'll play our part, and that's what which we have been doing. So thank you for the show. See you continue your hard work. And I say kudos to my sister.
Thank you very much. Morning. Morning.
Good morning, CEO.
Good morning, sir. Please go ahead.
Yeah, good morning. Thank you for the show this morning. My name is Sekou A. Jabi, and I do join you from Batala this morning.
Batala, Bon County.
Thank you. Listen to the audio. You know, Marcos Shu have just admitted that he did the act. Because if you see now, then why should you go and do recording without involving a journalist? Since you feel you are not the one that did it, at least you are involved journalist to do the recording instead of yourself. But like you have been saying, we are looking at this case because the justice system already in Marcos Shu's pocket, because he's aligning with Justice Bese and other guys. The first recording posted about Johnson,
Emmanuel Johnson, yeah.
Emmanuel Johnson admitted that they gave the man $600.
Yes.
He said that free money they give the man. free money, why the man give them the money. So this thing, the case is finished. I don't know what the government keep delaying the issue.
Because the man guy, I mean, they say on the bench, Johnson and other people, he say in his pocket.
The thing finished, and nothing is you. And one thing again, yesterday we saw the Joseph Walker police brutalizing our students.
No, we'll talk about that later on. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it later on. Let's take this person. Morning. Good morning. Good morning. So when you call, you just need to pay attention to your call because we have too many persons on the line so that we can, allow others to participate as well. You can't call and then you hold it down. Please, if you call, move away from your monitor and do the needful. Morning.
Hello?
Yeah, morning. Please go ahead.
Yes, Liberia.
You are live on Voice of Liberia. Be audible, please.
I see the Liberia to come together and take this case to court.
The thing is in the court, but the right thing is not being done. The man he claims he got all the people. You listen to the man, he got all the people on the bench. Morning.
Good morning, people of Stephen Sherry.
Morning.
Yeah, my name is Toka Johnson Toka, and I'm from Grand Bazaar County, Piano City. You see, people, let me say thank you for the kind of role you play in here, the never country. Allah will worry for what you've been doing.
Inshallah.
And see, the never country, when you don't have somebody by your side, you don't have money, the adequate justice and have it dispensed to you adequately. I think that's what that little boy is going through. Because with all the recording you guys are playing, with all the evidence that are running all around, it's very enough. That is too enough to have a matter show man being put in behind back. But our government just sit and say nothing about it, and they are just reneging on the deliver issue. But if nothing comes deliver here, we will pray to God in heaven so that those people who want to deliver bank or associate justice or justice, so that God can bring them to both most. We are hearing it. They are losing integrity in the country. Thank you and continue your good work, CEO.
Thank you very much, my dear brother, for the call as well. We do appreciate, and let's do this together. Like we said, we're having a conversation with the community. We're having several other discussions. At the appropriate time, we announce to the people when we will be having a peaceful walk to the Chinese embassy and other relevant institutions in the country. We'll do that because we need justice. And this Marcus, man, will not go unpunished. We'll do it. We know where he lives. No one going to threaten him. We're not going to behave like the way he behaves. But what we're going to do is we're going to demand them to do justice.
Okay.
Right?
Let's talk to this person. Good morning.
Samira, good morning.
Good morning, Grandma Williams. Let's hear you.
Good morning to CEO. Samira, let me say thanks to you for the discussion this morning. Samira, from the explanation and from the callers that are calling concerning about this, our brother, for me, Samira, I'm creating a strong feeling that either they may have injected that guy with some substance, and then they say just go, maybe a few days, that he will just be passing and then just fall off and die.
Oh, yes.
I think the release of that guy is not just free because the recording is saying that they want to destroy evidence. So instead of the guy be, with them and then they kill him or he died, then the case will be worsened. So they're not there, inject him with something that he will be passing, he just fall off on the street and die. Or maybe if they carry him, he just die in their hand on that side. Because of his, the way the guy is behaving is not normal.
Okay.
It's not normal. So that's my fear. Thank you for the time.
And in fact, what I'm being informed about is that Marcus Yo has worked along with Momo David's father to have Abraham David, who is the father of Momo David, to escape from the country. Yes, it is what I've received from our sources. So let's go and call. Can we hold on the calls? Then we call the winners.
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay, let's take this call first while you trying to get ready to do that. Morning. Good morning. Morning.
Yeah, good morning, man.
Please go ahead, sir.
What?
You're not saying anything. Okay, let me take this. This is my Elena Weir. Morning, Mama.
Morning, you are my daughter in there.
Yes.
What? My son. Look, every day I will bless you and Samara.
Inshallah.
You want to break it because we can take it in your hand. That's how it's supposed to be. Look what you're doing. You let the things going up here. Look at that story. Look at Eloy looking. You know that other man that came from America that trapped that girl naked until she went free?
Yeah.
What is doing so? What are they doing? Very wicked for money business. They're too wicked. They're too wicked. Look at the kind of thing that happen. It could be them. That was sweating beyond there every day. No people there. What to that place? What is they doing? What people take you for everything? Take you want to for that people for they will see it today. They're greedy what they for money business we will see it.
Yes.
We will see it. We will get on the street. They will kill you. They're not even say this and that. You will run to ECOWAS. Then you can't ECOWAS and say this and that. What a billionaire for that. Why you go to put me in power? Sekou Sherry, thank you, Papa. Thank you, children, Pa. Thank you, my baby.
Thank you.
Thank you, my daughter in there. Let God build all of us.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, Mama. We appreciate it. Thank you for the prayers as well. Let's call the winners, then we'll come back.
Okay, so this person here won 20,000 Liberian dollars. Continue dialing star 799 star 90 hatch. Star 799 star 90 hatch. It is the code. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Morning. What is your name and where do you join us from?
I'm calling from New Georgia.
Come again.
I'm calling from New Georgia.
What is your name?
I need Angeline Tupa.
Angeline Tupa.
Yeah.
Angeline Tupa, you did play the cash giveaway this morning and you won 20,000 Liberian dollars.
Thank you. Wow.
Okay.
Wow, thank you so much.
So Angeline Tupa is the name that is registered on your mobile money accounts, right?
Yes.
Okay, Angeline Tupa. Okay, so you want 20,000 shortly, we will be sending you the money.
Thank you ever so much.
So others are listening to you. Can you encourage them to play?
I would like to encourage others because it's not an easy thing to play. I've been trying 1 or 2 times and to see I'm fortunate. So do not give up. Keep trying. One day you'll be successful.
And what is the code you use to play?
At star 799 star 90 hatch.
Star 799 star 90 hatch.
Yeah.
Okay, so shortly your 20,000 Liberian dollars will be sent to your phone.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so when we send it, you can still play more, okay? Because we have the 100,000.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so continue dialing star 799 star 90 hatch, star 799 star 90 hatch, and continue playing with 200 Liberian dollars or $1.50 to stand a chance to win yourself 20,000 Liberian dollars here this morning.
Okay, so we come back again and we're gonna do this, and you listen. We're gonna play you from yesterday's audio up to today's audio, and then we'll move ahead again.
Even like that, the diagram of going here, but I have a cool down the pedal the key.
Yeah.
Come on to the key. We can't have the best window. The most of prosecute is in the video.
Look at
more evidence. You can do that. It's a fool. And as soon as you would have had me exposed him, it's a clear money. In the freedom of any financial manage. You know, to say to call turn to it. As we put a solid man in the room. So, cannot do that. Just a seeking essay, The man is out and miss that minimum. He did the video. The person put money in my hand for him to give me. I put money in him, the money, put the money in my hand. And the boy, 3-4 different times.
Yeah.
And we're saying that the Supreme Court, they should not tamper with this. We're saying that what is going on is wrong, and justice should be served to Momo David. The case should be investigated well. But the Chinese man, he continues to do what he's doing. He continues to threaten, I should say, Momo David, to the extent that they went ahead and took Momo David through his father, and they made him to make some statements. And we just played Emmanuel Johnson's voice, the guy who was doing the interview, and also Marcus' voice when he said that it's not a crime if it was not a journalist who did it and all of that. So you've listened to all of that. We're still taking calls here. We will still take more calls. But just before we go to the phone lines, I know people want to participate. Let's call the winner. A person won 20,000 and we sent the money to her phone already. And we're still taking more winners here. At 9 o'clock, we usher in our guests from MCSS. And we will talk about the issue that happened on yesterday. That will be at 9 o'clock. Our guests are already here. So we'll just take few calls as we go about. So let me talk to this person. Okay. Let me call back. I don't know what's going on. They said that the call is being held. I don't know why, but let's place a call to this person. Yeah, and ask as to if she received the 20,000 Liberian dollars. Morning.
Yeah.
Did you receive the 20,000 Liberian dollars?
Yes, I received the 20,000. Thank you ever so much.
So are you encouraging others near you to play now?
Oh, yeah, but yes, I'm encouraging everyone around me to play because it was happy too.
We still have more money yet to give out though.
Okay, we keep on trying.
Okay.
I'm encouraging others. Yeah.
Okay, all right, thank you. Okay, so that is it. A lady won 20,000 from in Monrovia. Let's take our next winner from Bone County, then we'll take the next winner. But when we take the next winner from Bone County, the people from Bone County, they will have to play. If we take a winner from Grand Bassa, the people from Grand Bassa will have to play. And all of that. So the code here this morning is star 799 star. I'm sorry. The code today is star 799 star 90 hatch, star 799 star 90 hatch, star 799 star 90 hatch, and you're playing with 200 Liberian dollars or $1.50 to those of the USD account holders. You can play on with 1,000, that is $1.50. I'm sorry, I'm not actually paying attention. $1.50 and be able to win yourself 20,000 Liberian dollars. Yeah, the next 20,000 is up for a grab. Who is going to be our next winner? It will be you. Those of you who sitting, you don't have to lose hope. You have to play continuously in order for you to win money. Because if you're not playing, definitely you will not win. If you're saying, I've been playing, you heard it. The lady that just won, she said that she have been playing. So those of you out there, you don't know as to if you'll be the second winner here on our broadcast. That's the reason why you have to put some money on your phone and continuously dial star 799 star 90 hatch and play with 200 Liberian dollars in order to win yourself 20,000 Liberian dollars. 0779-003-835 is the number for those of you in Monrovia. We played the voiceover. It is the time for you to make your point. Those of you who have been calling and your call never went through, star 0779-003-835. It is the number to call for those of you in Monrovia. 0880-907-907 is the number for those of you in Monrovia too. And the numbers for the counties, it is 0773 419-502, 0773-419-502, and 0555-184711, 0555-184711, and the number for the females, it is 0773-978-564, 0773-978-564. These are the numbers to call. You know, the thing here is, the issue about Momo David is something that we have been raising, and we will continue to raise it up because we have all of the evidence. All of them, they are glaring. You can see them and know that we're supposed to arrest this man. The Liberia National Police supposed to arrest him. Man. This man, yeah, he's supposed to be somewhere while we go through the case. Now, he called Momo David. Momo David was being coerced to say whatever he said. And Momo David admitted. Now Momo is on the run. Who knows? Let me tell you something. If it is not you today, or not any of your family members, or not anybody who is somehow connected to you, you will not feel it, like, the way as to if it is in your shoe, you will pay deaf ear to it. You feel that it is not important. But if this could be Momo David today, what's about tomorrow? If this Chinese national continue to reside in this country, and after this, nothing has been done, action is not taken, the right procedure is not taken, if they go into the case and the Chinese man is on his right point, then that's fine. But at least there should be a lesson learned from this one. Because if there's no lesson learned, then mind you, he will continue to do what he's doing because he feels that he can give out money to a few people. He has the government in his pocket, that I should say. Because if you have the man they're talking about sending it to the president office, to the first lady, and all of that, the justice system and all of that, then at the end of the day, when he do it, he records you and keep it as evidence on his own. If Marcus Yo, who is this Chinese man, said that he did not do such thing, then why you want to get Momo David to forcefully take video out of him, to make him to sign document saying that he never said that it was you who did the act? Why you want to pay hospital bills if you are not the one who did it? As for me, if I know that I didn't do something, I would just be relaxed. But why is it you are going the extra mile? And in our country that we're in, they're not doing anything about it. Today or tomorrow, God forbid, if something happens to Momo David, Marcus will be held responsible. Nothing can happen now because Momo David and his family, they don't have money in order to go further with the case. Is this the kind of Liberia we'll continue to live in? If it can be Momo today, it might be another person tomorrow. Who knows? And it might be somebody who will even be on that right point. But they will take advantage of them. That's the reason why some of the people you see when they come to our country, they want to go over visit in their country because they feel that this place is free land of liberty. They are at peace to do anything. They use their money to do anything. And they come up successful. So for that reason, they won't take us serious. But for this case with Momo, we will continue to bring out all of the evidence. We'll continue to say it out. We'll continue to let the Liberian people know as to how bad the justice system is. Because one apple for the whole tree. If Wese can be there, somebody who is to be there protecting his citizen, not for the wrong cause though, but he's there giving out information and telling the people as to how to go about to get evidence, then I don't know where we're heading as a country. I actually don't know where we're heading as a country. Because there's too many cases. And this one again, we cannot allow you to go scot-free. Not allow you to go scot-free. Who is this Marcus Yo that will want to challenge the government? This boss said you did this to him, you did that to him. You said that I did not do it. Leave it. And let the law be able to take a course. The case is already in court. Let the people go through it. But you are using your financial power. Let's talk to that person. Morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Samira. My name is Momo B. Kwali. I join you from Grand Bassa.
Grandpa, let's hear you.
Yeah, let me say thank you so much for the progress and the help you people are carry on concerning about it. I've been following the story from the beginning. You people started to add it. My sister, like I don't know where our leaders, what our leaders when it comes to the justice system. They are polluted justice system. Could you imagine? Is it possible the lawmaker will invite people in China to appear in court? Has he refused? Well, it will happen. But in Liberia, the poor people don't have justice. So our judge have been play away, have been temper away. So for that reason, they will try to take the case to court today. Another case will die down because why they don't have love for their own citizens, but they only doing this thing because of money. But tomorrow God will pay them because they are polluted our justice system in the country. Nowhere in that project for the poor people. That's why you went to school. You went to school for the citizens, and this is why you ate offer for you to want to justify. Now, Liberia has poor.
Okay.
You go to the working side, pouring. So, we are depending on in this country. Thank you for the show.
Okay, thank you so much. Continue playing the cash giveaway. We're giving out 20,000 Liberian dollars here this morning. We're giving 20,000 Liberian dollars here today. And star 799 star 90 hatch, star 799 star 90 hatch. It is the code. And you're playing with 100 not 100 but 200 Liberian dollars in order to win yourself 20,000 Liberian dollars here this morning. We have more draws to take, so if you're there watching, if you're there listening, continue dialing star 799 star 90 hatch and continue playing with your 200 Liberian dollars or your $1.50 in order to win yourself 20,000. You can play up to $1,000. You play up to 1,005, and know that once you win your 20,000, you know you will have more profit. Okay, so continue doing that as we go about. We have our guests in studio, and we will take this short break. When we get back, we go over to our guests.
Located conveniently at Rana Street in Monrovia, Auto Spare Garage is your go-to destination for all your vehicle needs. Whether you drive a sedan, we handle both mechanical and electrical works on all types of vehicles. Our services include comprehensive vehicle maintenance and repair, expert body work and auto base spray with special discounts, vehicle body kits upgrade, key carpets and computer programming, wheel alignment and balancing to keep you safe on the road, and much more. No need to change your oxygen sensor for now. At Auto Spare Garage, we do hydrogen flushing for the muffler catalyst and engine with hydrogen technology. We pride ourselves on offering high-quality, durable spare parts at reasonable prices, ensuring your car runs smoothly without breaking the bank. Need to know more? Contact us today at 0777 300 303, 0777 117 771, or 0888 300 303 for further information or to schedule an appointment. At Auto Spare Garage, we are committed to providing exceptional service to keep your vehicle in top shape. Visit us today and experience
We will play host to Andrew, and that is Andrew and Kenya, along with 2 other persons, and they will be here, like we told you, from the MCSS, and currently as we speak they are in our studio. So let us go over to them for a better introduction. Good morning to you, Andrew.
Yeah, so let me say good morning to you, Samira, and good morning to our many listeners and those of the very poor people's children who took on the street yesterday in demand of what they refer to as their constitutional right. Because, for matter of fact, education is not a privilege, but rather constitutional right. So let me say good morning to all of them, and let me salute them for their resilient courage shown yesterday. My name is Andrew Nushkinio, a graduate of the Garrison Whitman Gibson High School, and a student activist and the lead campaigner for Operation Fix MCSS.
Okay, so the lead campaigner for what? Come again?
Operation Fix MCSS.
Okay, so let's go over to you there. Good morning to you. Welcome.
Yeah, good morning, Samira. I'm Charles Togo, a graduate of the Columbia Judgment High School, co-chaired on board of Fix MCSS.
A graduate. Okay, which year are we talking about?
2024.
2024.
2024, 2025 we are recent.
Okay, recent. Yes, let's talk to you. Good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning. I'm student Stephen Wilson from the GWK High School, member of the FIS MCSS.
Okay, so you are a student.
Yes.
Meaning you were a part of what happened on yesterday.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, now, so let's go over to you, Andrew, and start the ball rolling. It was day before yesterday. We saw students outside, and they said that they were protesting peacefully for their instructors' salaries to be increased. Can you bring us up to speed as to how the protest started on day before yesterday, before leading to yesterday, as to if there were some meetings being held? Because, mind you, before you go out to start a protest, meaning you have sat and talked about it, and you see that you are not getting the result that you are to get before going into the streets and raising concerns. So can you bring us up to speed as to how this whole thing started, the genesis of it?
So let me appreciate you and say thank you for the invitation extended to us to have conversation like this. And it's always important that we bring the public up to speed on the happenings, some major happenings at the MCSS. So day before yesterday, the students of the MCSS did not protest.
Okay.
And that has been circulating that because people saw students in multitude, they felt that the students were protesting. No, the student did not protest. And the student only paraded the principal streets of Monrovia, alarming that, which was yesterday, they was going to be out in demand of their constitutional right.
So day before yesterday, it was a parade.
It was a parade.
And we saw the students out like that.
Oh, yes. It was just a parade. It was a and when you listen to the student slogan, they were saying it was the prelude. So they were not protesting. It was just an act. It was just a formality exhibited to show to the public that there are issues the students are confronted with, and if the government can see that if the government has been very responsive enough, they could have come to the crowd of the students. So, like you said, on whether there were engagement made before the students taking on the street yesterday, yes. So, the students of MCSS, through the MCSS Student Union, there were many communications that were written to government agencies. Those are the institutions that are responsible for the current situation that is ongoing. So communication was sent at the Ministry of Education, and communication was sent at MCC because the city mayor of Monrovia is the chair, is the board chair of the Monrovia Consolidated School System, because the system is building a way. Once you are a mayor of the city, you automatically become the chair or on the board of MCSS. So communication was sent to the board of MCSS, and communication was also sent at the Ministry of Finance, and communication was also sent at MCSS Central Office to the Superintendent President of James Augustine Momo. But the saddening thing about it is the communication lasted for 1 week, and there were no redress. The student didn't receive no redress from those of the people in authority, and it reached to a point where the student, in history, we have been told that if the student cannot get any redress, and the situation, it seems to be beyond the control of those of the people who are in charge of the student they themselves, the onus is rested upon their shoulder to take their destiny in their own hand. That's how you saw the student coming out in their multitude, taking their destiny in their own hand, calling on the President of the Republic to ensure that their challenges and their quest is being met.
Okay, so now let's go over to you. Yesterday, I think there was a petition presented, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and where did you people present the petition?
Yeah, the presentation of the petitions, when the president of the Monrovia Consolidated School System, Sekou Sayon, doing the presentations at the Capitol building. But then when the president was giving the presentations and he got the police on the other side was shooting the tear gas.
No, we're not. We have not yet reached there. Yeah. So I just asked as to where it was the Capitol building.
Yeah.
But then yesterday we saw that you people marched all the way to town. What is it you went to do there?
No, a student who went to town.
Oh.
Yeah, student who went to town yesterday.
Say, I saw them pass right in front of the office here, Capitol pass right here. Yesterday.
Yeah, but yesterday student passed.
Okay.
Yeah, they passed yesterday. But where they were heading, they have some of their leaders that they were walking to bring them to Capitol bypass. So that's why you saw students moving to town.
Okay. Yeah, okay. I see. So now let's go over to you. You're one of the students, and yesterday you were part of the protest, peaceful protest or peaceful march, for a better word. And how did the situation there, how it started?
This situation is all started from teacher not coming in the classes, in the classroom. So for the past 5 days, teachers are still out of the classroom because of their salaries. So with the students, more especially the young students, we decided that since the teachers are staying out of class, it's getting bad for us. So let us see our best to engage national government, more especially the legislature and the Ministry of Education. So that's how we try to get our petition to the Capitol building yesterday. But then most of our students work ahead, even me.
Yeah, so the instructors, many it was last week, they put their chalks down and they said that they will not teach.
Yeah.
And many of you people were not getting any education. You used to go to school and there will be no classes.
No teacher.
Specifically senior high or the whole school.
The whole school.
Okay. So on yesterday, can you bring us up to speed as to how the situation there intensified?
Yes, well, we were there peacefully on the road because first day before we went to town, the police told us that if we come, we shouldn't use the main road to go. We should use the bar road, King Johnson side. So we said no problem. They started money up from the beginning, peacefully. So when we reached Pussy Cutter Junction there, they told that no student were allowed to pass to enter in the Capitol building. So we said, well, you guys told that when we reach to the point, you're going to permit to enter. And we are going peacefully, nobody's going to disrupt anything. So when we were there, they said, no, you guys should use the main road again. When you reach, we permit you to enter and speak to whoever you want to speak to. So when they did the same thing, when we were there, we said, all right, since you guys are refusing to let us in, will be on the road, and until those people who want to speak, they come to our rescue. While we were there, that's how the tension was getting rough and rough. The
So
police.
what actually was causing the tension? Because you people said that you was staying there till you see the people that you want to see. I'm coming to you. But then what caused the tension? Is it that you people were saying something to the police, or the police were saying something to you people? Because there should be a cause for what happened.
All right. Our students were very, very peaceful. So what caused for the tension was it was a one police officer back to the Ministry of Internal Affairs. He was the one who started the whole stuff.
Oh, he did?
Yeah. He was the first to shoot tear gas on students.
Why?
For no reason. Nobody know out of the time why he did.
They said that he was shooting the tear gas because he needed you people to leave the
clear
place.
the road, yes, to clear the road down where the old figure used to enter in the Capitol building because they were black. And we saw some of the ministers like District 8 representative and what is it?
Grand
Cheetah, so open, all right. We saw those people walking, going in their offices because black. So right after all of them left, that's how the whole tension really started.
Okay, but did you people read out the petition?
Nope.
You couldn't because of what happened?
Yes.
Okay, so Andrew, you were on the scene yesterday.
Yes.
Or you went there in order to, okay. So give us your own view as to how everything started.
So the entire process started when the student gathered from Tottenham High School campus, where the 27 schools students gather, and then they paraded peacefully to reach out to the grounds of the Capitol. But before doing that, the student had to parade to raise their alarm to the public. So that's how we witnessed the student parading the principal streets all the way down to the executive pavilion. And one of the frustrating things from the Liberia National Police, the police were being reckless on the students. The police was serious. The police was really being reckless. So moving back to the grounds, because at first, using the Camp Johnson Roadside, the students were being stopped from going at the executive mansion side.
Okay.
And then the students were really peaceful and the students were listenable. The students listened to the police and the police redirected them to use the main road side. The very main road the students were stopped from using. The very police came by and said, you guys should use the main road side. That's how we saw the student using the main road side using techno hall side. And then the student gathered on the grounds of the Capitol to petition, because the whole situation started when the teacher association did a press statement, and in a press statement they lay out 4 counts. They talked about their salary being increased and teachers should be paid as per their credentials. And another thing they talked about, they said according to the president, so now 16 million plus were allocated, and then 16 million plus were allocated for civil servant, and that's the civil servant increment salaries. And then the president gave the instruction to the finance minister, Minister Kafuan, instructing him that as of January, that should take immediate effect. And we saw that in fact the increment of the teacher salary were only affected by the MOE teachers. MCSS teachers, the increment of that salary was not affected by them. It was not affected on them. And another thing, the teacher said, in one of the accounts, they said, what was this count? They talked about increment in salary. They should be paid as per their credentials. And they talked about budgetary alignment. That's another thing.
Okay.
And the teachers' power at their truck. So after they did the press statement, they announced go slow action, taking immediate effect after the press statement. So we saw the teachers laying down trucks. There were no teachers entering the classroom. And the frustrating part about it, especially our senior students, they are 1 week to writing the national exam. Yes, Amara, you know that it has been spilled out in the public space that MCSS students have been dismally performing in national exam. And looking at this time where our students are about to write national exam, teachers and now in the classroom, it's so frustrating and saddening. So that means that history will probably repeat itself. And another thing, the junior students, our students, because this go-slow action has affected the entire MCC schools. Not just the Gibson, not just the Tottenham High, the Botswana, but the rest of the schools ranging from the ECD all the way up to the senior high level. All teachers have laid down trucks. And the student, because that's the teachers on the power. And the student, their quest is to learn. Their very quest is to learn. Once the teachers lay down truck, immediately the student will have to take action.
And they are saying that, they're saying that they will not come back to classes till these demands are being settled.
Oh yes, they are saying they will not come back to classes until these demands are being settled. I got a press statement.
And you said that Ministry of Education, there was no redress.
There was no redress when the MCS when you're saying communication there.
Up to now.
Up to now. There has been no redress.
Even the government, up to now.
Oh, up to now.
Knowing fully well that the students are to go for their national exam shortly.
We have not received redress from them. We have not received we have not received no redress from them. So it was one of the reasons that prompted the students why they stood there. There are so many challenges the MCSS schools are facing, but that was one of the cardinal reasons that prompted the students to take on the street yesterday. Because as enshrined within the 1986 Constitution, education is not a privilege for every Liberian. Education is a fundamental right. So, in as much education is a fundamental right, government school students are no exception to that.
Okay, so let's go over to the student. Is it that the instructors, they are on campus, but then they are not coming to classes, or they are not coming to the school campus at all?
For since the teachers made a statement, all to the time now, always I'm going on my campus, which is GWK's in high school. I hardly see any instructor.
No instructor. Okay. So they are staying home.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, now I'm seeing a mark on your lip there. Tell us how you got that. I'm seeing you are hurt on your lip.
Yeah.
And your upper lip though. So for those of you who's watching, I think the mark is covering it, but you can see it there. He's lifting it up, and myself, I'm seeing it. So we want to know as to how you got that on your lip.
Thank you for the question, and more especially I want to say sorry for my voice, because yesterday was not easy.
Okay.
All right, so yesterday when we went Ethan to the pavilion house, we were trying to enter Isa because people also told that they were having a session, but before we went, they were not there. So we're going in the frame that our police officer hit me with his battle that was in his hand.
Oh, his battle.
Yeah, that's how I got hurt.
And I also know that, it's not that I heard it, but I know that yesterday, because of the tear gas, the students, they were finding their way in the campus of the University of Liberia, and there were a few students, up to 6, that was being rushed at the University of Liberia clinic because they fell off. How true is that?
Yes, most of our students got wounded, and many was infected by the tear gas. Also.
Okay, so for those of you watching, we can just place some of the students who got affected. We have some of the pictures here. We start from down here. We have some of it. You will see it. Okay, there you go. Those of you watching, you can be able to take a look. It was yesterday this happened. And just take a look. I mean, let's be changing them continuously. Now, how do you describe the act of the Liberian National Police yesterday?
So, like I said, the police were being reckless. They were being very irresponsible to the highest degree. Because when the student gathered on the grounds of the Capitol and the student leader or the president of the MCC student union who were charged and points with the responsibility to communicate the official message of the students, we saw with no reason, for no reasons, the Liberian National Police, under the instruction of the Police Inspector General Greg Kuman, and Nelson Freeman was on ground, giving direct instruction to the police to tear gas and brutalize the students. And we saw the students were being brutalized, the students were beaten, and the students were tear gas. Samara, it was frustrating to know that loud bullet was shot yesterday. There were loud bullets shot at the students, peaceful students who were armless. They had no weapons with them. Only thing they had with them Well, their uniforms on them. That's all.
Mind you, but someone would say that looking at the history of since this government took power with the Liberian National Police and peaceful citizens who were getting to the streets to do a peaceful march and all of that, all of their histories, there are now ones that are good. There will always be some kind of chaos that something will happen between the Liberian National Police and the citizens. And you students yesterday, the students, they had nothing of such on mind, thinking that when we get into the street, probably the Liberian National Police will come for us. Because yesterday, I saw the Liberian National Police guarding the students. And when I saw that, I said, okay, then this will be okay. But going forward, before the day could end, we saw what happened. It happened.
So when the
and we were told that the students were throwing rocks at the Liberian National Police. It was what the Liberian National Police and some other folks, it was what they said.
That is far from reality, Samira.
So after the Liberian National Police started to tear gas the students and do all of these things, the student did not react.
The student did not retaliate. The student were peaceful, standing in the tear gas with the petition. While the tear gas were being spread across, the students were still peaceful, standing in the tear gas while they are being affected. The student leader, Sekou Sion, read one of the pages of the petition statement. People who saw the police moving with real force that caused the student to retreat. And their only escape route was to run on the campuses of the University of Liberia.
Sure.
It was their only option.
They said that
the student, you see, I hear people saying, the student threw a rock at the police. No, I was right there. It's just so unfortunate that I couldn't identify the officer who released the tear gas, but it was an instruction from Nelson Freeman.
How you got to know that?
I was there when Nelson Freeman gave the instruction.
Let me come in.
Okay.
All these pictures you are seeing on the internet where you see students throwing stones, it was long time ago pictures. If you look at it, you will see the dawning of this picture. But people don't know because they want to see things not working for the students, and more especially those people that get children in the private school. They don't know what happened in MCSL. These are the people that are pumping way back pictures. If you can remember 2014 and 2019 pictures, these are the pictures they're posting.
Am I correct that PROSA joined you guys on yesterday? PROSA from the University of Liberia, the student party there.
So there are many institutions that were in solidarity with us. Even the very Liberian people were in solidarity. The student strike yesterday is for of any political motivation. There is no political reason behind why the
PROSA was part of it.
No, PROSA was not part of it. Like I said, there are so many institutions that are in solidarity, but we cannot speak to that because we consider everybody as Liberians. So the Liberian people were in solidarity with the students because the very Liberian people, they have their children who are in the different MCSS schools. So the Liberian people, the parents were in solidarity with the students' action yesterday. So going forward to what's happening, and you see, this country, if Liberia will get better, the young people need to be in power. But then, what frustrates me is that those in authority, they have the ability to increase their salary to make it very fat and take home huge benefit. But they don't have the ability to fix the MCSS schools. Do you know how deployable the different MCSS schools are? So first, let me commend the current superintendent of the MCSS, in person of James Augustine Momo, who has demonstrated exceptional well in making sure that the MCSS school is being increased or get on a fast pace. Because since 1964, Malawi MCSS is a semi-autonomous agency, and since 1964, MCSS infrastructure has been very deployable. You cannot afford to sit even in the classroom. The classroom are very messy up. There's no good sanitations. And one of the teachers they said the volunteer teachers should be placed on payroll. So this morning I saw communication from MOE, the minister yesterday. She addressed MICAT, and it was so frustrating. When I listened to her, it was so frustrating. My blood began to boil because I never wanted to listen, so I just turned down my radio. It was so saddening. And the volunteer teachers, they are important in the system. So during the president's sonat, and it was reaffirmed by the finance minister that as of January, as of January, volunteers, educators, and health workers were going to be placed on government payroll. It has been some years. The MCSS teacher have been majority of the MCSS teachers have been volunteering their service. Look, the reason why you see people talking about the MCSS volunteers are huge is educators are not necessarily the teachers. We have the guiding counselors, we have the security, we have some other teachers too as well. So look at the Bozeman back then used to be a junior high school, and right now Bozeman is a senior high school. And those teachers who were teaching at the junior high level were trained exclusively to be a junior high teacher. And right now Bozeman is now a senior high school. You will need teacher or such expertise to be able to handle the senior high level. And those are the teachers who apply the level MCSS, they have to be placed on the volunteer or teachers payroll, on the volunteer teachers list. And the teacher says, the teacher association said, their volunteer teacher need to get on payroll, and which of course is very important. If the government cannot meet their demand, they will lay down their chalk, and they did it.
Okay, so now let's go over to you. You are in the classroom and looking at what is happening. What is the current status at the Gibson year?
I'm a senior student once again in
12th grade.
12-1 class.
Okay, so yes, 12th grade. You people will be going for your exam shortly and looking at what is happening. Yesterday, you talked to the streets in order to address this issue, and it was not being addressed properly. Rather, some students got hurt, some students were taken to clinics, and all of that. Now, moving forward, we just have maybe a month, right? Because I think the exam...
Only April.
Only April, yes, only a month. And mind you, we are almost in April. So from now to that time, if nothing is being done concerning this, concerning this, what will be the next move? Let's just give from now to the 3rd week in April. If this issue is not being handled and you students are going on campus and instructors are not there to tutor you, what would be the students next step?
Thank you for your question. If the government cannot resolve our problem from now to that time, if it's the 3 weeks to April, the 3 weeks, very long for us. We give them from now to the end of the week. Next week, we want to see all government students in our classes.
And if that is not done,
then we're going to take a serious action against the government.
And what will be that action?
That cannot be measured here. It's in our own possession until the time can reach.
Okay, but after let me come to you. After yesterday protest and what happened, is it that you have reached out to the Ministry of Education or others saw what happened within the SIMS education sector and they reached out to you people?
Yeah, so after yesterday protest by the students, there were stakeholders who the student leadership met.
Okay.
And some of those are from the Ministry of Education, from the House of Legislature, and all of stakeholders. And there are more conversation that is currently ongoing. And yesterday we received an intel that this situation will be resolved hopefully this week, as the student has given a regime 48-hour of ultimatum for the issues to be resolved. If the 48 hours is exhausted and nothing has been settled, the students will now, through our leadership, will come up with some unspecified non-stop action, and for which that is non-negotiable with anybody else. So I want to speak directly to what happened yesterday, especially the action of the Liberia National Police. So this has been alarming, and it has always been in the case since the genesis of the very government. This very government, the police, under the instruction of Inspector. Let me tell you something. Before saying that, let me tell you something. Andrew Nush Kenya, my name and pictures were sent to Nelson Freeman.
Why?
According to them, they say I've been one of the leading person who has been rallying the student to stand up against what is unjust to them. So the only problem they have with me is Why should I advocate for the young people? Why should I stand still for what is right? And we saw that yesterday. I was being attacked by the very Liberia National Police. But with the students, like I said, if you have been grounded with the students and standing with the students, by the students, there's no amount of police, no amount of state security can stop the tide of the revolution from turning. There's no amount of them. So yesterday the police, like you saw, like you displayed the photo over there, the police are being very reckless. The student are armless, and the student went there particularly to give their petition. And while the student are in flight to reading their petition, we saw the student being tear gassed, the student being brutalized, and there were a lot of bloodletting that took place. So 16 or 15 of our students were brutalized and were greatly affected.
And where are they currently?
Some of them are yesterday. Some of them we hospitalized them, and the rest of them were to other places.
And who will pay for the bill?
Seeking aid. So
the hospital.
The price is resting on the shoulder of the government.
The government will do that.
Oh yes, we are not begging them to doing it. We are mandating, instructing them to doing so, because it was wrong on their path to tear gas and fire loud bullet at armless students. At armless students, I hear people saying something else, saying the student had right. In fact, the student are very first people to reach out to the police. No, that is wrong. It's far from reality. The student did not retaliate on the police. The student did not open any action on the police that is not law abiding. The student were peaceful. The student gallops at the ground of the Capitol because Greg Common is someone who we can say he's there to protect life and property, but now he's not taking away life and property. And mind you, majority of our student property phones and other invaluable materials were stolen by the very Boyka police. The very police. They took away our students' materials.
Materials?
Oh, yes. We have videos, we have evidence where we saw the police taking the student phone from him. Only because the student decided to record his protest action.
You're accusing them.
We are not accusing them. We are saying what they did.
Okay, so here is it. According to you, you said that the police checked a student phone.
The police stole the student's phones.
So he did not give it back?
He did not give it back.
And you don't know the police badge number or his face or whatever?
We have video. We gotta trace that. We have videos. We have it on videos.
It was just a person phone that the police...
It was not a person. Students, they were in numbers. You know, the students were armless. They had no weapons. So when the police invaded them, after the police invaded them, most of the officers started even placing hands in the students' pocket, taking their phones, because the students had no strength to resist them. So they did what they could have done.
Is this really factual?
It is factual. It is factual. I'm telling you, one of our students...
You are saying that the Liberia National Police...
The Liberia National Police...
Allegedly, let me use the word, because...
For you,
yes.
For you,
allegedly went on and took phones and also put hands in the students' pocket.
Yes, they stole from the students. The very Liberia National Police that came to protect life and safe property.
Wow, you
let me come in.
You witnessed that too?
For that, when the police were, let me just say, because I was between the police and the students, right? I was between the police and the students. So later on, when they fired the tear gas, so I left the where I was standing, went across the road. So when they were coming, the police were coming with force. So some students that were still on the way, they started to kick them, and the other students that were recording, one of the policemen took the phone from him and placed the phone in his pocket.
Wow.
Yeah, that happened right in front of me. So one of the terrible things that all of the police that were on ground yesterday, you couldn't find number on their badge.
Seriously
speaking. The police guy that took the phone from the student that were recording, I went to him and checking to find his numbers, but I couldn't find numbers on your uniform. So how can that person be identified? So that if we say, oh yes, I can identify the police. It's very slim. The police I took it from yesterday, I can identify him before me. I can identify him. But how can we find? I don't have a number.
Okay, you want to say something to that?
Yes. All right. So let me say thank you again, and thanks to our listeners. What the police did, if you go on a platform called Star TV, you see police officer tracking students.
I witnessed some of it.
Yeah.
The police officer dragged the student on the car road. Yes, I saw that. I saw that part.
Policemen also went behind me.
Okay.
But what blessed me was I was fast to jump over the fence of the University of Liberia. That's what blessed me. And the same guy I'm talking about, he have no identification. All was on his face, you couldn't see his face. The whole face was covered with mask. And he threatened
the guy who checked the phone.
the one
that ran behind you. Okay.
The face was half mask. And he's threatening that if you behaving like or you high talking, advocating for your friends there, I'll hold you and I'll do something to you. So I stood before him. I said, you can't do me nothing because I'm a student, and more especially I'm a college student. I have my right. I said, I'm not going against you. I'm here to stand before my representative and speak. You can do nothing to me. So when the riot began, he started to run behind me. That's how John in the fear of you.
Okay. So it's about time. Yes, you want to say something before we go to the phone line?
For the operation yesterday, I can tell the public students that stakeholders always don't matter that they are discussing the issues for teachers to get back to class. Yeah. So, like just says, for this we are in already. So by Monday, you're going to see teachers in class, get back on lessons, and everything will be on course because stakeholders always only matter they discussing this as well.
Okay, so that is it. You've heard it for yourself. You have a student here, one of the students, and you also have alumni and also leaders here from the MCSS, and you listened to all of what they said. What carried them in the street yesterday for the protest, and also what led to the brutality yesterday, the police brutality, and also they are alleging that an officer, because they did not say it was more than one officer though, an officer allegedly took some of the students' phone and also put hand in the student pocket to take their things from them. It's what they are saying. But some of you yesterday, you followed what happened. You watched the video on the internet. It's about time that you be able to make your point here on the broadcast. So the numbers to call are 0773-419502, 0773-419502, 0555-184711. These are the two numbers for those of you in the counties. So those of you in the counties, you call us on 0773-419502, 0555-184711. For the females, you call us on 0773-95, that is 978564, 0773-978564. And for those of you in Monrovia, call us on 0779-003835. And for the Lone Star subscribers, you call us on 0880-907-907. These are the numbers to call to make your point. We have a winner for the cash giveaway. So after we take few calls, we'll give out the 20,000 to one more person. So if you're listening, keep dialing star 799 star 90 hash, star 799 star 90 hash, as we go ahead, take calls, and after a few calls, we give out money to one of our winners here this morning. So shortly, a person will win 20,000 Liberian dollars, and we have more 20,000 to give out. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Your name and where do you join us from?
And let me say good morning to you, my sister. And I'd like to say good morning to your studio discussions. My name is Father Bleedy, and I call from the Foundation for Better Liberia, the office at Balanceway Junction. Well, let me first of all condemn the act of the police. What they did yesterday brought the police reputation again to public disrepute. The police doesn't really have a good name in our society. So I thought they would have provided an enabling environment against students that were not harmed witnessed the protest from the beginning. I followed one of your sister radio stations, okay, the reporter, Yanti, and he said the students were peaceful until the police unleashed unleashed terror on the people. We think is wrong. But I want to say to the students, you have won, because yesterday the information we got, they will put 2,000 teachers on payroll. They're about to put 2,000 teachers on payroll. And we got information that they will return to class. So this struggle that you initiated, you have benefited, and the people of Liberia and the ordinary children.
Okay, thank you. Morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Morning, let's hear you.
Thank you for having me on the program. I want to say kudos to those students.
What is your name? Where do you join us from?
I've been in the studio this morning.
What is your name? Where do you join us from?
You see, when they...
Okay, we will take another person. Good morning.
Good morning, Samira.
Let's hear you.
Yes, this is John. I'm John D. Akpaulu. Calling from Far East Community at Antonio Shop.
That is in Bangabong County.
Yes. In Far East Community around the administrative building.
Let's hear you.
Yes, Samira, I want to say thank you to the studio guests. Samira, on the leadership of our president, the police are lawless because the thing they are doing to our citizens is unfortunate. The students' community have come out to speak against what is going against them as students, because students are people who need to learn, right? You go to class, no instructor clean. It is a disservice to the student community today. I want for all the students around the country to stand up for the cause, because education is a foremark of our progress in life. You can be addressing a student today.
Okay.
The student went to petition the lawmakers, the leaders. Then you come out, brutalizing them. I think it was bad. And I think we, the students of community, will stand up.
Okay. Thank you. Morning.
Samira, good morning.
Good morning, Brahma Williams. Let's hear you.
Let me say good morning to the students, and I think some teachers will be there. Let me say good morning to you.
No teacher here.
Okay, to the students. Samira, you see, our country, I can tell people, is not swear or curse. But if Liberia will be developed, Liberia will be the last country on earth that will be developed the next day of Judgment Day. Because our mind is not developed. Samira, our lawmakers, our ministers there, they will government will buy their car, gas their car, gas their generator, pay their cook, pay their workforce, do everything for them. But teachers who impart knowledge, who made them, who built them, who made them who they are today, they care less about them. So, Samira, this country, where are we headed to? When the students go to protest, you start stealing their food, you are running behind the drinking there. Why? It should be that way. But Samira, I can let nobody in this country now, under the Nepali regime. I can't join anybody for protest because they can beat all lawmakers. Nothing come out of it. They want to go
Okay. Thank you. Morning.
Samira, good morning.
There should be lots in fun.
Thank you so kindly for that brilliant recognition. For the public, this is lost and find. And I always call here from District 8 in Monserralo.
Okay.
We have two cable guys in studio. They are luminous and the students. But I think they are disservice to the public this morning.
How?
The action of those so-called students yesterday were heavily politically motivated.
Why do you say so?
Students should be disciplined at all times, not sometimes. All right? We all were in solidarity with them yesterday. They need teachers to teach them. Some we have children too in those schools. I said yesterday that the request of those teachers was you need a salary increase. And those people who are volunteers should be paid placed on payroll, right? Now they came to present their petition. The president reached out. Myself was on the Capitol ground yesterday. He reached out. Musa Kane came out. Anthony William came out to listen to the petition. While the president was reading the petition, the police told the other students not to pass to the marching ground. USR. They refuse. Is that student behavior? Is that student behavior? They refuse. They were not organized. In fact, I want to believe it's not true, but at least other people, into there yesterday. Some guy were in that uniform. They were not students. Some of them from Central Street. Just put that uniform on them to just destroy those children behavior yesterday. It was so wrong. And somebody said, police brutal then. You didn't see the police march with the students. Okay, you say, America, myself with them.
We saw the police marching with them, Lawson. By the end of the day, we saw the same police dragging them again. Yeah, Lawson, listen. We saw the police. Listen, we saw the police marching with them. On the other hand, before the day could end, we saw the same police people dragging them again.
Then something are going wrong. So you don't care to know what went wrong.
So what they just said in the studio, hello, Lawson, hello.
Yes.
Yes, if you speak, you allow me to speak too.
No problem. No problem.
Okay, so you listened to them. If you have been listening, we asked. Though they will be the ones to answer your claim, like you said, whether it was politically motivated and all of that, they will answer to that. With their behavior, they will answer to that. But then the issue that has to do with what was the cause. I think you listened to them. They said that there was an officer that threw the tear gas. According to them, you listened. So I don't think, after listening to what they said, and you are still asking for the cause then, if you have any other cause, you said that you were on the scene. So what caused it yesterday?
Yeah, so this is what our president said. They are dead serious to the public this morning in that studio. I want to believe they were the one that behind action on those students yesterday. Those guys too, they are politically motivated. Those guys,
No, but let's see, you cannot go ahead to accuse them like that though.
But you know what they say?
You have a student in my studio currently that
the student after the in studio, they have said that the government not made any intervention with the MCSF board. They forget to know that the MCSF secretary will have a meeting with the government somehow last week, that the government is ready to put on payroll 50% of those of volunteer teachers. They know it.
But yet it's still the instructors' trucks is still down. So let's talk to the other person here, Lucy. Your time is exhausted now. Morning.
Semira, Lucy, not people going to be giving a long time on the line, Semira. Seriously.
No, I will never the mental game.
You don't know what happened yesterday. They want to defend the police. What was the harm that what was the gravity of the student crime yesterday for the police to shoot tear gas? What was that? What? I don't even know. Lucy, you shouldn't mind this government.
Why not say that before you say a different thing?
Yeah, man.
Okay, we're still taking course, and what we want to do right now is to give this person 20,000, then we continue with the course. It's prudent enough that we do it, so let's be able to call. We said that we are still giving out money, right? So let's give this person 20,000 Liberian dollars quickly, so that more people be able to play as we go about this broadcast. Let's see as to if we give 20,000 out. Continue dialing *799 *90# *799 *90#. It is the code, and then you play with 200 Liberian dollars in order to win yourself 20,000 Liberian dollars. Make sure you play more than 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Morning.
Good morning, ma.
Morning. What is your name and where do you join us from?
I'm Ibrahim Kruma. Joining for this pay number 10,
Old Road. Ibrahim Kruma. My name is Samira Wanla, and I'm from Voice of Liberia.
Okay.
You did play the cash giveaway this morning. How many times did you play?
I played 8 times.
How many dollars did you use?
I used $200 LD.
And what was the total amount?
I played 1,800.
1,800. You won 20,000 Liberian dollars.
Thank you very much, my Let God give you long life.
Amen. Amen. Okay, so your name on your mobile money is Ibrahim Kroma, right?
Yeah, Ibrahim Kroma, yeah.
Okay, and this is not a merchant SIM. It's a personal number, not a merchant SIM, right? Okay, so people are listening to you. Encourage them to play quickly before 10 o'clock. You want 20,000 already. Can you encourage others?
To tell my friend out there who listen to this broadcast this morning, please be patient and play this game because this game is factor. Because they have been playing. But yesterday I was listening to the radio and you give me the code. There about 7 o'clock was not playing. So I reached out last night, 7 o'clock this morning. I was in my car here. When you were calling the number, I decided to play the game.
Okay, so congratulations to you, Ibrahim. Shortly, your money will be sent to you and we'll call you for confirmation.
Thank you very much, man. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Let's continue with the course. Let's talk to this person. Yeah. Good morning.
Good morning, Tamara.
Morning. Your name and where do you join us from?
This is the boss of Andrew Indy. I'm Andrew Fire, the civil ITC boss. Joining you as part of the Liberia National Post Access Recognition Infrastructure.
Yeah, Andrew, you need to be audible, please.
All right. So, I must commend you for your talking point in regards to video. You see, there's my issue, right? We have the NCSS Teacher Association. My question here is, those teachers who are legitimately employed by government and then they were paid, and not just paid, but a step up was done on their salary. So why did they decide to leave classroom? Because a volunteer teacher is not a legitimate member of the NCSS Teacher Association. That is clear. So those people who are legitimate members and then they are being paid, why they left classroom? So these guys are the reason for which our students coming outside. And I want to be frank. Let the government take active action on all of those teachers that receive their salary and then refuse to go to the classroom. And then those who are yet to get employed should be employed, because you cannot be employed taking government money and then you refuse to go in the classroom. And then volunteer teachers who are yet to get employed and then they are not even taking that like that. So these guys are big problems.
Okay, thank you. They will answer to that. They are the guests. They will answer to that. Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
My name is Samira.
Samira, good morning. Sorry.
Good morning.
Samira.
Let's see.
Sorry for the wrong interpretation of your name. Anyway, my president calling from Buchanan Grand Pastor County, one of both this one is.
Okay.
You see, we are asking God, sister, that what took place in the 80s with the students and that of the government, and what took place during Gange Taylor time with the students and the government. We saw what happened when the students took the country. And you don't play with students. Don't play with students in your country. The students are very, very, very much important. And when they take that decision, they take it. Who knows? You know what happened? So I'm trying to talk to this government. We need peace. They should walk after the thing quickly, let it be resolved. Then the teacher go back in the classroom, they actually go back and learn. But if they delay, because that's implement the law, they are not killed, then or something that want to kill the division, that's implement. So they don't think they just have to kill. Even that implement most of the point cafe that I need. So our students, we tell God tell you that none of them died yesterday, that womb will get killed. So we are asking this government, the Joseph Morgan government, please. Our teacher go by
okay, let's take another person. Thank you. Morning.
Yeah, good morning, Samira.
Yes.
Yeah, this is Sari. We are joining you from Asa. You see, Samira, that's one of the things we're talking about in Liberia. That students get on the street, then Joseph Nyama Bwaka Poliko beat on the student. It's a bad thing. It's a bad image to the international community. But you know, I don't blame or just say my on it. Because yesterday that was not. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Let's talk to the next person. The cash giveaway is on. Keep playing. We have more winners here for 20,000. Morning.
Good morning.
Morning. Go ahead. Your name and where do you join us from?
I'm January P. From 540 Town.
Let's hear you.
You know, my sister, the thing that happened yesterday with the police people beating on the students, it is very, very bad. It's very bad. That's not everybody police will see protesting and then the police to beat them. Every time they will throw in tear gas. The tear gas are people. For the people who right. Students are demonstrating because that teachers not employed. They're not getting money. Then they're demonstrating, then you're beating them. Put it then engaged. For what cause? Who get the command yesterday to even fire tear gas among the students? Who get the power to do that yesterday?
Okay. Let's take this person. Morning.
Hello? Yeah, good morning, Samira.
Morning. Where do you join us from? All listening, sir.
My name is Darius Riverfest, and I call from the peacefully observing community of police academy. And let me speak to the issue of the Liberia National Police. You know, the police keep sending out a kind of a message to the international community that proves their, recklessness to the global war. So students gather to exercise their constitutional right by reading out or presenting a petition to the government. And then instead of guiding the students in the process, police are the one going against the student, dragging students in the street of the capital. It just shows that irregularity and incompetence. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. The next person, the calls keep coming. We have 15 minutes to go. Morning.
Yeah, good morning, ma'am. How are you?
Morning. I'm okay.
I'm Solomon Chief Pastor calling from Pinsville. Yeah, I'm one of the students who experienced whatsoever happened yesterday. So we're there, and I heard someone call. And
so which of the school are you attending? Tottenham.
Yeah.
Let's hear you.
So I overheard someone saying that we're politically motivated simply because we're 44 right. And another person said that teachers were receiving pay. No teachers were receiving pay. And we even went to school last week, but because teachers were not receiving pay, we never had class. And most of the government officials, they have their children abroad, sending their children to school, but yet they come on occasion telling us that we're the future leader, but yet they don't support us. So you go against our education, you go against our right. Education is the only way we have to better our lives and our family. So that's why we're on the street. The other people saying that we are being politically motivated. Nothing like that happened. Nobody paid us. We only went to advocate for our right. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. The next person. Morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Your name and where do you join us from?
Yeah, Boston,
Okay.
Yeah, you know,
your line is terrible.
Hello.
Your line is terrible. Can you change your location?
Are you getting it?
I'm getting you now. You said that you're one of the students and you were in the protest yesterday.
I want to tell you.
Student leaders.
Yeah, I want to tell you yesterday.
Let's hear you quickly, my brother. 2 minutes.
Yesterday, well, my president was in a petition yesterday. Because our motive was to go in the front of the Capitol building yesterday. But after we got there, we waited for the security. Because no, you can't come in. So I was so professional. So we kept going. Let's be on the street. The parents will call the representative. They'll try and see our petition. So we were on the street yesterday, and we see. I was just calling for 1 or 2. The first time, guys, that's the 1 side of the room. I said, okay. So I tell this guy, that's the 1 side of the room. Let's go to the Capitol building south. The south is the away. Let's be on a raft. But we said, no, we shouldn't be on a raft. We should go on a raft first. Take all the system with. And once the other no way to that, because we are petition with my Capitol building. That's what we on a raft. I was asking yesterday. So I want my friends that I started recording. I have 1 or 2 kids. I have 1 or 2. See a police that beating us. I want to record it. I don't see a 1 or 2 walking back. Just I see catch on the thing yesterday. I first time you see from the hand. I see the from the hand yesterday. I was doing a check. That's not true. You see a check I even see yesterday. While I'm recording, I go drop. I see a party on a party. People were party yesterday. The way I was there, I'll take it phone. So we couldn't achieve. I'll take it phone. I'm going to achieve. I took my phone yesterday. But check the thing. The issue was that one of the men I took to hospital yesterday, and you was having 200 on yesterday. But this thing, get a government for 8 hours, but it should be addressed. One issue that I address, trust me, we put on the screen and there will be no policy this money. The just want us. That's my putting video.
Okay, thank you. Morning.
Good morning.
Lower your monitor.
Good morning.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm sending SK Dominic from Grand Bassa County.
Let's hear you.
You see, the way the police is operating in Liberia now, we can really understand. And no one fighting, they are wearing masks. They are operating criminally. So what they did to the students? The students are very important. The children advocating for their rights. Then you went to work and start shooting live bullets at them and shooting grenades at them. This is not comfort. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. This other person, yeah. Okay, shortly we'll go back to our guest. Morning.
Yeah, morning, Samara.
Morning. This is Annie Tokwa.
Yeah, ma.
From Bangabon County.
Yes, sir.
Let's hear you.
I just want to tell your senior guest, thank you this morning.
Thank you.
You know, Samara, the thing that happened in the country, all over. Samara, we that can go to the coast in the morning, you know, like Waka people say, when we go to the coast, when we join to bar, they bring people to beat people there. What kind of culture will come your own citizen and vote for you? Then you continue to treat them. Bad it is, then people sitting and looking at them. I never see the type of thing. Students should be the last people that you will come up to even touch them. You see the people in a uniform, then you come out to say that different people join them on there. So you know the student faces, you know that you were testing them, you know the other people that kill the join them, you know them for among the students. What made the country we looking bad? They want your people doing bad. What would they got them? Because we party will not say our war party to party when they're doing party. It could be some of your children. And we'll pray what they're doing none of the back. We'll be praying that God will be happy to their children. You see students they go out, people suffering, you go, you wounded our children, they're suffering now to go treat them. They come out to say that people chose too. So even when they chose too, so you will come back to beat them. You must be the last people. You must be the last person to even show that bullet. But now I know they know about what they see nothing yet. They want for war. You able to come out, you able to say against it. One say they see in the country when they rise against us. So they are how many in the country. When the citizen get senses, they know. Even though victory them when they will carry the chaos, you know what will happen in the country. Now bad the people doing the country.
Okay. Okay. Morning.
Samira, thank you. Let me say good morning to your guest. And good morning to those that are following the cast. My name is Hussein. This is Hussein Kewood. I join you from Jacobstown. Let me first express my empathy with you guys. Yes, the students that were victimized on yesterday. But why it is true, I've been a former student leader, so I understand student advocacy. Why it is true we got our right to protest and petitions our government, but it also comes with responsibilities. I want to encourage you guys, whenever there are grievances, the last option should be the protest. That is, we have to sit around the table with our leaders. I listened to your head, the head of the MCC, the MCSS school system. You know what he said this morning on your sister show, if you were following? He said they have volunteer teachers placed on the payroll. We are even consulting the Ministry of Finance and the Ministry of Education. Then the journalist asked him, was it comfort? Was it necessary? He said no, but he thought he had to do it because the guys are volunteering. This is how bad people becomes. He didn't explain to the students this is how situations have gone. And you cannot place people on the payroll without the Ministry of Finance and the Ministry of Education. Your hair said that on one of the sister shows, which I've had a recording on OKFM. This is how people become bad. But I mean, empathy with you guys. But sometimes you sit around the table with your leaders as to see how best you can handle some of those things. But this is how bad the country has become. But they are not being honest with you guys.
Thank you.
You understand?
Thank you. Morning. Morning.
Good morning, Samara. Good morning.
Morning. Your name and where do you join us from?
Samara, this is Arvin Wisha, the Vice Chair for Operations and Political Education of the Revolutionary National Institute of the Mali Congress for Democratic Change.
Mr. Wise. Welcome.
Yeah, thank you so much. You know, I've been the former student leader in the country, and I got a spell from the University of Liberia because we challenge the two-party system of education that has no substance. Give the thousands of university students quantity education, and they left the quality to their children and they send them away in the diaspora. And so I get traumatized when I see students on the streets demonstrating for the educational franchise, for their rights. So let me use this medium as former student leader in this country to give two-hand revolutionary salute to this geomilitancy studio and to all of the students who came out yesterday fearlessly, reminding me about our days and reminding me about the struggle in 1976 when the students of Soweto led the popular uprising against the apartheid education. So the Unity Party is a replica of the Two-E Party. That's why their policy is counter masses, is counter people, and it is against the masses of our people. The MCSS school system is the macrocosm of the slums and ghettos. People who go to those institutions, they are clear representation of the country masses, people from West Point, Doe community, from the 15th sub-political division. Their parents are not in the diaspora, are not in the government offices, they're not in public bureaucracy. These people sell bitter balls, they round keke, they go in, they go to the farm and the farm to send their children to school. And you dare go on trying to take their teachers' breath from their mouth, and you take your children out of this country and in the diaspora and send them to school, and the poor people children can have access to chairs, can have access to teachers, and they are going to national examination. And you come tomorrow and you look at them and condemn the educational system and you say to their faces, into their parents that they are mess. We categorically reject that. And that's why we're asking the students to never go halfway in the battle and halfway in the struggle. History is looking at you. History have ears. And history have eyes. We must tell you that your advocacy must transcend the issue about your teachers just returning to classes. You must not argue for internet facility. It is your fundamental right. This is a digital dispensation. It is a 21st century era. You will argue for an electronic library system in your different high schools. That is where your advocacy should go. You must argue for STEM education. So this must be the rallying call. You must rise and you must rally to defending quality education in your lifetime. It is a fundamental right under Article 26 of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. It is a fundamental right under Article 6 of the revered 1986 Constitution of the Republic of Liberia.
Okay, so let me ask you this. How do you term the Liberia National Police action on yesterday? Guess you followed.
The action of the Liberia National Police is I mean, it makes me to retrospect about the dark days. They are no different from the SOD, the ATU. They are no different from the SATU Malaysia under Samuel Kanyando. They are no different from Charles Taylor against us. And that's why you see the dangerous human rights reports. The Liberia National Police, whose statutory responsibility is to protect life and property, is now contradicting every other statute enshrined by and through the Constitution of the Republic of Liberia. How dare you take live bullets, tear gas on these armless students, on these struggling students, these students who come from society, communities such as Doe community, Cloudtown, Yukutown, in these kind of places, you take glass bullet, gas and beat on these students and brutalize them into hospitalization. And today you come on radio and justify that these people provoke you. Look, you cannot continue. And let me say this to the government. When the government continue to proceed in this way, let us understand clearly, this government did not come to power by popular margin or popular mandate. The mandate is thin, and the contradictions are preponderant, they are enormous. And the students must be at the vanguard, they won't be at the frontier of taking their own their destiny into their own hands. They will be their own liberators. We want to acknowledge them that they are the worst police force in Liberia history. They have been put on police force before this Inspector General Police, there have been every command, there have been Jote, there have been West Police commanders in this country that the student community never surrendered and never retreated. They stood in defense of the fundamental constitutional and democratic franchise. And today the students, and so the students will always win. The students must begin to march. They must say, look, the teachers' conversation is a genuine conversation. But can we now elevate the debate in national conversation? How can we have promote STEM education at Samira? How can we have internet connectivity on the campuses for students to have research? How can we have an electronic library? How can we have buses for these students? How can the students have, equipped science lab? People going to do public examination, and there's no laboratory equipment for these people to do experimentation, observation, and do critical thinking in terms of.
Okay, thank you, Fidel. Thank you so much.
So young militants, never fear the police, never fear the government. When the government fear you, that is democracy. When the people begin to fear the government, that is tyranny. Do not fear the police. Do not fear the government. Go to history, and before history, you must put your pleas, and your plea will be for you to be remembered and be absolved by the contradiction.
And Fidel, you think that that's a good advice?
What good advice? The country is a country of law. There's a country of democracy. That's what the Constitution says. But you have grievances. The people in Article 1, they say all power is inherent in the people. In Article 17, they say the people have the right to assemble. So that's a good advice. I'm not telling the students to go and carry on violence. No. Most of the violence in this country is being perpetrated by the police. What happened to the motorcyclists?
Okay, Fidel, thank you. That's all the time we have for you. We cannot keep you on the line. That's all the time. We have to cut you off. Let's go over to our guest in studio. You listened. Let's just give, just a little short. There were two persons that asked question, and one said that it's politically motivated, and then the other person said that what happened yesterday, you people are fooling the public. Let me put it the simple way. Because what you are explaining here is that what actually happened. I think you said that the students, they were being forced or whatever. But let's hear quickly. We will start with you. Just hold on. We will start with you. We go to you, and then we come to you. Will be the last person, right? So if you say it afterwards, you just give your parting comment, then we call it a day. You call your name, and then your name and identification, all of that, then we call it a day. Move to the next person. 2 minutes.
All right, so I want to say for those who are saying that our peaceful protesting yesterday was a political, it's a plain lie, because we the students ourselves know what good for us and what we want in society.
Okay.
Those rich people children are not better than us. But most often, people are saying that government students are not doing better in the nationalism. But how are they accepting her to do what others students are doing? Mm-hmm. So our peaceful protest was not political, free.
Okay, your name and are you a student or not? And then we call it a day.
All right, I'm student Stephen Wilson from the GWKC High School, a senior student in the 12th one. I also want to say a very thanks to my administration for then giving all the go ahead to do what we can do. And I want to say thanks to my student leadership, Annie K. Kemunka, and then all the leadership. Thanks to you guys.
Okay, thank you. Let's go over to you quickly.
Yeah, like one of our fellow was talking about voluntary teachers that name or place on payroll, not informing the finance ministers in the Ministry of Education. That information is true from the Superintendent James Augustine Momo. Yeah, that information is true. And that is also bad. That is also bad. Because if you are doing such a thing, people that are ahead of you or people that you call your boss, you should inform them before doing that. These are some of the things that bring the MCSS operation. These are some of the things.
Okay,
Yeah.
so what would be your parting comment?
So my parting comments here, and I appreciate all of the students that come up yesterday for the right to speak, for the right. I appreciate all of them, and also thanks the student leaders present now. I appreciate all of them for their work.
Okay, your name?
From Jefferson MW, student of the or graduate of the William B. Stockman High School.
Okay, now let's go over to Andrew. Andrew, let's hear you. Listen to a few of the colors. They raised concern. What do you have to say concerning what they said?
Yeah, so I listened to. So first, let me just commend all of the callers who are in solidarity and have always pledged their support to a matter like this. And I want to salute all of the courageous students of the MCSS students union and the MCSS schools at large, who stood still and exercised their constitutional franchise in demanding and making sure that their constitutional right is being respected and adhered. But I listened to a few callers who are saying the student strike yesterday was politically motivated. And for that, we want to openly discard it like a common toilet paper and trash that saying, because one thing here is the student action yesterday were not politically motivated by anybody. The students were resolved, and this has been an issue that the student have been confronted by. And the student only needed avenue to get this voice out. So there is no political alignment with the students' action yesterday. If you want to know that there is no political alignment, let the government resolve the current issues that is ongoing. You see, when the student will not get back to class, the student will get back to their various classes and learn. It has never happened since 2019. But this seems to be very, very, very on an increase. So to the caller, that should be raised from your mind. The student action will not politically motivated, and it will never be politically motivated. The student know what they are faced with and challenged with, and they will speak to things that they are challenged with, because there are very people who are being affected by the very poor system.
Okay.
And in my parting statement, I want to appreciate the voice of Liberia family. And yesterday we were here right after the entire protest, and we have to come and clearly air about some information that have been spilled out that the students throw stones at the Liberia National Police and every other allegation that was levied against the students. And today we are here again. We want to say thank you to Samira and Dialogue Big Brother Sekou. We are always available. We are always available in our capacity as student activists and one of the lead campaigners of the Operation Fix MCSS schools. And we'll always be available to having conversation of this. And we want to say to our parents, because our parents play a crucial role in making sure this happen, we want to salute them. And once again, we want to salute all of our students of the MCSS schools who stood still in demand of the constitutional right. We want to say thank you for standing with us, and we want to say thank you. And we want to say thank you. Thank you very much. My name is Andrew Noshkenia, and a student activist, a graduate of the G.W. Gibson High School, and lead campaigner of the Operation Fix the MCSS.
And so that is it. This is how we call it a day on Good Morning Liberia. And we want to say thanks, many thanks to all of you who participated. Those of you on the Facebook who commented, and those of you who played the listening role. We want to say thanks to all of you. My name is Samira Onlai, and of course I'm Samira Onlai. Sekou and I have been here since 7 this morning. It's about time that we call it a day. And also we await the ruling on today. Let's see as to how it plays out. And do have yourself a great Wednesday. As we will be back here on tomorrow at 7 a.m. for another edition of Good Morning Liberia. Those of you who did not listen, the opportunity will be yours about 7 p.m. today up to 10 p.m. The repeat of Good Morning Liberia will be played. Do have yourself a blessed Wednesday. Bye-bye.